Boop. Greetings, Gabriel Cantor, Purchase Trader Academy Modern Day Bard. Back for the first time in, I'm gonna say about a month streaming period. And then I checked just before this, and it has apparently been 6 months since we played this. It's fantastic. It was literally December 30th. So almost exactly 6 months, actually. Got a good thing going. And I'm here once again with... Right, this way. You're over there.
What's up?
Great intro. Thanks, Suzu.
What's up, fam squad? It's your boy, checking the Suzu Dark Souls 69XXX. Back at you with another Minecraft Let's Play.
So I don't know how I feel about that. Famous Minecraft game, Dark Souls. But we're here. So we're playing Dark Souls.
I don't know if somebody
Get
did it
used
with
to it.
Minecraft, but I distinctly recall the fella who did the Cursed Halo mod also did a mod for Dark Souls Remastered, where you could load into the several maps from Halo Combat Evolved and
Oh God,
beat
Jesus.
beat the tar
So the
out
way
of
that
each
I
other.
have things set up right now, I'm literally seeing the game 3 times. I have it to my left on my TV. I have it on a monitor in front of me in OBS. And then my monitor to the right has the capture utility on it, just so I know how it's running.
I'm pretty sure there's a 303 song about that.
Well, mostly that Bandai Namco screen fucking blinded me.
Oh yeah, because it was just
Just a
stark.
bright white.
It just becomes that one scene from The Matrix. It's just that stark blank room with all the monitors like blank.
Yeah, it's the fucking what's his name? The Ben Starr meme. The thing of him getting blasted with light at the Game Awards, and people using that with like the Dark Souls, or it's like From Software, Bandai Namco, Dark Souls, and it's just dark, light, dark. If anyone is here that has opinions on the audio, I would love to hear it because oh Jesus fucking Christ!
Was that really loud?
That was loud for me. Holy shit! I have opinions on the audio, and that was fucking loud. I don't know how it was for you.
It was actually kind of perfectly balanced on my end, which
Christ.
I think pretty well mirrors just how you and I feel about these games.
That was shocking. Like I've been watching someone play Final Fantasy IX, and I believe the like remaster version of that game has a bunch of kind of busted audio. Kind of like the Sonic Adventure thing, but not quite as bad.
Excuse me for interrupting, but can you just like kind of stop and face the camera for a moment?
Yeah, look at me.
I
Look how cool I am.
just want to express how nostalgic this site is, not necessarily because of your playthrough, but because of my first playthrough. I used different pants, and like I had a mask on those different, but the Uchi katana, the shield, the Silver Knight armor, that cardboard ass cape, that was like one of the phases of armor I went through in this game, and I distinctly remember coming down here because I was told, hey, that boss you're having trouble with, you can skip it if you go down to the depths and get like 30 humanity. And now I'm telling you that.
Haha.
Oh, how the time.
Is there any way for me to change just how this audio comes out to me? I don't think there is.
Probably by cranking down your TV volume.
My TV volume's off. I'm only getting this through the capture utility through the PC.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why,
TV
because this was right in my headphones. The TV has nothing to do with this.
Do your headphones like do your headphones like share an output with the stream?
If I try to adjust just the speaker volume, it lowers everything.
Okay, do your headphones have a little knoblet you can
No,
turn down?
these are $8 headphones. that?
I'd make a remark like, "Oh, how do you live?" But then I remember I have like a budget of like $8 for food, so you know what? I can't talk shit.
Honestly, these are the only headphones I used for a really long time because they're really good, despite being this cheap. They lasted for a really long time, and they were the only like earbuds. They didn't hurt my ears after a long period of time. But I've actually upgraded in the last year to finally using Bluetooth headphones, mostly because of listening to stuff at work. So I just use these for streaming now, because they're good. Shit, this is so loud. Right, and I think this looks really weird on stream and in the capture utility. Like, it looks like the frame rate is bad, but I think it's actually fine. Like, I think I checked one of the VODs last time, and I don't know. It just, like, looks weird to me, but I think it's actually fine.
Let me take a look at the stream.
It also will probably be a bit iffy frame rate wise because it... Or actually, no, this should be fine. Right, going to you, I think it'll be a lower frame rate because Discord can only... I can only do 30 because I don't pay money for Discord. But I think everything else is actually fine. Okay, there we go. That audio is not blasting me now. I don't know how... If it's, like, at all audible on stream. Oh, God, okay.
Allow me a moment to,
You know what's really fun about this? Is, remember the 3 different, like, things I mentioned? That I can see this 3 times? Is the slight delay between each version. When I run around in a circle like this.
Can you, like, fight something? I'll tell you how it sounds on stream.
Alright, I'm gonna go run and stab this guy like I've done 100 times.
Cool.
Hacha!
I'm waiting to stab. Yeah, no, game sounds perfect.
Alright, cool.
It probably sounds all the more perfect because my voice is there and I'm just some specimen.
Alright,
Anyway.
so this is not where we stopped last time. We stopped
Yeah, as I recall, we had just beaten Ornstein and Smoke.
Yes.
Speaking of which, you have the Lord Vessel, right? You met Guinevere?
I believe that is basically where we stopped. Where would that be?
In the key items menu.
Is it, okay, yep, there we go.
And I forget, did we decide which, like, half of the ending we're gonna go for?
No?
Shit.
Because also I'm gonna say, I don't think I really care. I'm pretty sure I know
like,
the various endings, and...
Well, you have a choice between going along with what the Snake Dude says, and the Snake Dude is promising to make you like a lord of the first flame, and save Gwyn and renew the.
I thought the ending stuff mostly mattered at the very end.
Well, yeah, but like depending on whether you want to go along with him or say screw that and go the fancy Dark Boy path. There is a different sequence to things that you can do, and like the main parts of the quest line, that will determine whether or not you meet a certain other Snake Man.
Wow, it is really fucked up, the delay on OBS versus my TV. It's really wild.
Sounds about right.
But yes, so, but regardless of all that, I came down here, as you suggested. I got myself 41 humanity from murdering the shit out of these rats. And I got enough souls for 2 levels.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what we were doing.
Yeah, so we're at the stage of the game where our job is to hunt down the 4 Lord
Oh, I mostly
souls.
meant stat-wise.
Oh, stat-wise? At this stage, I think your best bet would be cranking health and endurance.
Okay.
So that way you can get big armor and big health and not die very fast.
What I did last time. Because I did get enough for some levels before this last batch. And that's what I upgraded. I got those both to even numbers.
Yeah, because dealing a lot of damage is great, but
Yeah.
as a new player, your priority is probably going to be dying less.
That makes sense.
Because you wouldn't be experienced enough fighting like all the different enemy types and bosses to really put high damage to use.
All right, so let's just
then it's,
do that. Let's just get one of each of those.
yeah. So
Alright.
min-maxing is useless to you.
Gotcha. All right. So, where are we going? Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that.
So, do you remember going into a place with a bunch of stabby ghost people?
I don't remember doing that necessarily on stream, but I do know what you're talking about, because I believe I did that way back when I played this game.
Okay. Go to your menu and see what rings you have.
Those, apparently.
Okay. So, having only those rings means that there's another ring you don't have. Which means we're gonna do a boss fight that'll make lore nerds freak out, and you probably won't care because you don't know the lore. We're gonna go wolf hunting.
Oh, okay, cool. I've never actually seen this fight. I know the fight you're talking about, but it's a weird thing. Like, it was literally the first thing I ever heard about Dark Souls, back before it, like, became big and just some people were talking about it on a podcast. But it is, like, the one part of this game I've, like, never actually seen.
Well, it's famous, it's pretty cool, it's just hard enough
So I'm
to stick
excited.
in people's minds that I'm pretty sure it was in a trailer. So also, now that you've been here once, I think you can warp to it, to this area. So go ahead and warp to the Undead Parish. This is the area just between Sen's Fortress and the Undead Burg, and also has a path to a lovely little place called Darkroot Garden in the basement.
And that's where we're going?
Yep. So you're gonna need a few things.
Okay.
First is, wait, hold on. Go talk to Andre here.
Well, hello again.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello again. And then go to purchase item. Go to the keys. Okay, we need 20,000 souls.
Oh, well, that would have been good before I had 20,000.
Well, sorry. So, what do you have in terms of ranged weaponry?
Nothing.
I'll be seeing you then.
Okay.
I have not
Do
fucked
you-
with bows or anything at all.
Well, do you have a bow? You have 3 flamberges. How do you have 3 flamberges? Those never drop for me.
I have a light crossbow.
Okay. See if you can buy a bow that you have the stats for from Andre.
Well, you need any?
No.
He doesn't sell any bows. Okay, so
We're
gonna do a
going great already.
yeah, just all around, just brilliant. Buy an obscene quantity of really cheap arrows from him then.
Okay.
Need it.
I don't really know what good those are going to do without a bow, but
I know where we can get arrows. A bow, I mean.
so like that.
Probably like more like 200 would be more appropriate. Left and right on the D-pad, advance in increments.
No, it does not. It does this.
It doesn't? Oh, that wasn't in this game then. Okay. Never
Oh
mind.
my god, this is.
Agonizing.
There we go. Haha! Almost got it perfect. Okay.
Alright, so, now that you have that, there are 2 things you're going to get. One is a ring that requires a bit of platforming. The other is a bow that puts you next to a very scary man with a halberd. Which do you want to go for first?
Well, first, how do I jump?
While running, click the left stick.
Okay. Oh, okay. I remember this spot. I believe right past this guy is literally where I stopped playing when I originally played this game.
I can understand that because I feel like stopping playing when you encounter that guy is.
I think I might have just stuck around him.
Snuck around, suffered through, otherwise.
I definitely
stopped
got to the
interacting with.
area past him. And also, I should note that I did not stop playing this game because I was like having a bad time or anything. I think it came out it was like a round when other things came out and stuff, and I just like fell off and then just never went back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Wasn't like, oh, I hit a really frustrating part. Like I literally just like got to a new area and stopped. All right. I don't know which is quicker to get to. Are they both like on the same path, or am I gonna have to go somewhere else? And
They are both in opposite directions.
cool. All right.
Today's gonna be a collection and preparation kind of session.
Gotcha. I don't
Is,
know. Is one of them forward and one of them not?
Forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, and then one
Yep.
foot forward.
Yep.
The bow is partway through Darkroot Garden.
Okay.
The rusted iron ring is in the Undead Asylum,
Okay. Oh, okay.
which is gonna be a bit of a. Both are gonna be an adventure unto themselves. Actually, while you're in the Undead Asylum, I think you can pick up some other stuff that'll be a special tool that will help us later.
Okay. Let's go there then.
All right. In that case, go up the stairs. And not there, but continuing up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, at the top of here,
clicking
there's a
the left
bridge.
stick, and it doesn't run.
Playing Strangers of Paradise.
No, I've been playing Tales of Arise.
Close enough.
Which has R1 attack, and then R2 is dodge in that game.
Why?
Because it doesn't have, like, it's, the face buttons are all, the special moves and stuff.
I guess.
It's not a Souls-style game at all.
It
So-
still feels blasphemous about a trigger being a dodge button in any sense.
I'm trying to think. I think it might actually be
to
the
me-
first Tales game with a dodge button? I don't actually know. That hasn't historically been a
well.
big thing for them. But it has perfect dodges, aka my favorite game mechanic.
AKA one of my least favorite game mechanics, right up there with time limits.
Fuck yeah,
anyway,
perfect dodges,
so-
baby.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bayonetta. Because I feel like it became way more of a thing after Bayonetta.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 'cause
Witch
they added Witch
time.
time. Yeah.
Yes, and that has
So-
just become how games do perfect dodges.
Yeah. So across this area here, there will be an elevator.
Okay. One of my favorite things is that the Transformers game they made also had
I forgot how drastic the ragdolls were in this game.
which time? Whoa, dude. I gotta get my parry legs back. Oh, okay. Are we going back down to Firelink?
Firelink Shrine, yes.
Is there a reason we didn't just warp to Firelink?
Because this elevator is actually an important component of the process.
Oh, do we have to like jump off the elevator at a spot?
Yep.
Ah, god damn it, okay.
I did say there'd be platforming, right? I am so yeah, there.
Whee!
There.
Oh,
Alright. So over here on the right, there'll be a cliff.
that sure is a cliff.
And on your left, there is a buttress. Now, when you jump onto this buttress...
Okay, this line right here that I'm facing toward?
Yeah, you will have to make this jump twice, by the way, because over there on the far left, you'll see on that roof there is a key. But
Okay.
jumping down to get that key, you won't be able to get back up. So you'll have to make this jump, go left
Okay.
to the key, jump down, take the elevator up, come back here again, then jump again.
Gotcha. All right, and clicking the left stick is what jumps, right?
Yeah, so you can run around in a circle, and then...
Got it.
That is one of... There's a slight lump in the... Yeah.
I was really worried about doing that. Ooh, okay. That was scary.
Yeah, Dark Souls 1 area collision. There was a whole like tech showcase
So
video
I'm
somebody
going
did.
over there?
Yeah.
Whee!
There was a whole like tech showcase video somebody did. I think their name was.
Here's actually a question.
Wall.
Did I actually need that? I have the master key.
The master key does not replace every key in the game.
Gotcha.
It only
Ooh.
replaces some keys in the game. There are other keys which still need to be like acquired
All right.
specifically.
So what's the safe way down from here?
Directly in front of you, to the right.
This spot over there? But
Yeah.
dead body is?
Yeah, ironically.
Waha!
Congratulations. Now you can go down here and to the right and take the elevator directly back up.
Okay. And go back to that same spot.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I honestly thought I remembered the jumping being way more finicky in this game.
It is! You just did it perfectly because you're awesome. Or
Well, I mean,
like-
I thought it was like having to tap the button like while you were running or something.
Oh, that was how it was originally controlled, but when they re-released the game, they said, "Hey, let's
Okay.
let people choose."
That explains why I'm thinking that.
Yeah, and so you and I rebound it to saying that's way better. It was introduced in Dark Souls 2, and people kind of hated it at first, but then by the time Dark Souls 3 came out, people were like, "You know what? This is actually a lot better."
Aha, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
So up these stairs.
Up more stairs?
Yes. You'll find the glorious realm of more stairs. And to the right.
Oh, okay, right. That's the Undead Asylum. Right.
Yeah. Yep. The start of the game,
Curl up like a
Behold.
ball.
as one does.
My favorite
be-
button prompt.
Yeah, this became just an emote you could use in most of the later games. I love it.
It's good. As
It's
it
in
should
Dark
be.
Souls. It's in Dark Souls 3. It's in Elden Ring. I think it might be in Bloodborne, but I'm not sure. I don't remember it very clearly. No, Bloodborne had Cower.
There we go.
Yeah, where you like fall back and like put your hands up like, please don't.
So are we off to get revenge or
Revenge on who?
is that
Right.
later? The guy that kills me at the beginning of the game. You're like a
we already-
mandatory lost guy.
Yeah, well, in the beginning of the game, it's... Yeah, you get a little close-up, it's great. In the beginning of the game, you fight him, run away, and then you kind of like double back after you get your weapons and then fight him. So you've already killed him.
I forgot about that. I forgot you go around above his head and jump
Yeah.
on him.
Also,
Right.
be careful in this next stage, because this area is kind of a troll. They put a bunch of torchbearers there. If you do not block them,
no, yes,
they will
yep.
eviscerate your health.
That guy that I ran up and stabbed at the very beginning of the stream, did that a lot to me.
Yeah, so you
Bye.
you know the
Yeah,
gist.
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with it. Yeah, fuck you.
I forgot you kind of had like an instinct for parrying, and I was very confused. Like, why don't you have your shield up? What the fuck? Oh, I can think of a particular encounter you're going to love in the late game.
Look, man, I said I like perfect dodges. It's just sort of a variation on that.
All right, so before you proceed through the big ass door, I'm going to ask you, heal.
Good job. Go straight ahead.
Yeah, by the way, you're going through this place backwards now.
That makes sense. Okay, I see guys.
I see guys in the asylum below.
He's making his way through.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
I mean, a little bit. Look, man, it's a thing I'm good at.
Yeah. But yeah. While you're here, over on the left there, on the left, you can go and hit a bonfire.
Through here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. What was... Oh, okay, that was the grass.
I thought you heard something, and I was confused. Oh yeah, you're back here with humanity, so you can kindle it. Get some extra.
Yeah, I've got a
excuse.
bunch. I got a bunch of free ones from those rats. beyond the like the drop ones.
Yeah.
All right.
So now, there's an upper floor in this area where
Okay.
there was like a dude with a shield, and you parried him into oblivion when you first came through here. And that room had a locked door, but now you have the key.
Aha.
So now if you re-explore the asylum...
Oh, geez, right. Jerk.
Yeah. And as demonstrated, there's also some new enemies around. So, yeah, it's like a little plus,
I'm doing
little
like
bonus level version of the level you've already been
quadruple
through.
that guy's health. Right, I want to go up. So I know
Yeah.
that's not right. I'm sure that's fine. Aha.
And also, while you're here, you'll get to pay your respects to Oscar. Remember Oscar? Dude in the armor?
Yes.
Gave you the flusk.
Come on.
And he said, I'm gonna
There
die
you
and
go.
turn hollow, which is totally in that order.
I remembered things.
I am kind of sad you didn't get just smacked by that. Because it does, like, no damage at this stage, but it's funny.
I had a lot of fun with that with the rats. It kind of got wild. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Aha. But I need my shield. Parrying.
By the
is-
way, managing the two-handing is really awkward in Elden Ring because you gotta like hold the button and then
Oh, hi.
tap right or left bumper. And I don't know why they did it that way when they had a method in Dark Souls 2 and 3 for it. I kind of hate it.
Boop. Wish I could parry arrows like back at him.
You would love Dark Souls 2. There isn't one for arrows, but there's a bunch of shields in the game with a magic parry that you can use to parry like spells. Oh yeah, there's 2 of them now.
Oh, jerk. What?
He dodged with a really weird and drawn out animation so it doesn't feel like he dodged. Kick him, kick him, kick him!
I don't remember exactly how to kick.
Forward and light attack.
There we go. I did it by accident a bunch against the rats, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, it's one of those button combos where you're more likely to hit it when you don't want to.
I'll have to just kick rats around.
Yeah. Would you look at that? It's the ring! It's the ring!
What about
And now
Ring
you're
2?
back in the... Yeah, now you're back in the first area. And just a reminder, if you unequip that gold ring,
Yeah.
it will break.
Improves balance on poor footing. Okay. That's
a really
delightfully
weird way-
vague.
That's a really weird way to put it, but what it means is that
You don't slip on ice?
any place that would normally fuck with how you move no longer affects you.
So,
Wearing that.
effectively.
Also, Oscar.
Oh, hi. Hey. Why are you mad?
Remember when he said, I'll die soon, and then go hollow?
Fuck
yeah,
off.
That. Also, wow, you were a bit... You're a bit higher level than he is.
Oh. Come on. I want to... Oh, what? Boo. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah! Oh god, I killed my friend!
But in a cool way.
Yeah, you did it in a cool way where you got to deliver a one-liner, but you didn't deliver a one-liner.
I'm bad at that. I am bad at improv. Makes me a great streamer.
Oh, hit cross when you're looking over that? Or square, I guess, in this.
Oops.
You unequipped it.
Yes, because it's all the same
to-
button. It's
Toggle
great
display,
menus.
you can like, yeah. Toggle display, you can look at like their specific stats and compare them.
There we go. So that's just better.
Yeah, that's the one that. Well, you're comparing it to an empty hand right now.
Oh yeah, that'll happen. Toggle display. There we go.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So it's got okay, the magic.
That is one of several crest shield. That is the Astora crest shield, Each of them has resistance to a particular element.
Right.
The Astora crest gives resistance against magic.
And also slightly higher lightning. But
Yeah.
yes. It's also
Well,
a
that's
lot
'cause
lighter.
That's because the King Shield is specifically weak to lightning, so everything has better lightning defense.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's the first crest shield you've got. Neat.
Seems like it. Gargoyle shield. That seems
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool,
the shield
though.
the gargoyles had. Yeah, it also looks really sick. Like, it's just a cool shield to have. I mean, look at that thing.
Yeah. Haha.
It is. Yeah, that and his armor, which we might actually be able to get on this stream. Totally iconic.
All
So
right.
if you want to do an Oscar of Astora cosplay. So, there are 2 more things to grab.
Okay.
If you'd like to just finish this zone out before you leave.
Might as
but they
well.
are a bit more strenuous.
I'll live. Maybe.
Right?
Okay, right. This is where he was. Right.
Yeah, you can tell because it's got like the cool framing with the light beam.
All right. So, are we going down to that other spot that I was like, oh, I don't want to go down?
You are going to where you fought the Asylum Demon.
Which was right here, right?
Yep, that's right here.
And then over here?
No, you missed it.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Christ.
Say
Gotcha.
hello to the Stray Demon, who is facing the wrong way. There we go.
Aha!
That's a lot of stamina damage.
Yeah,
That's a
but
lot
I
of
was able to
stamina
block it.
damage. Right, so be aware, this one is a mage. So he explodes sometimes. He's also weak to bleed, so. Oh, he's doing the explodey. Back. Yeah.
Oh! Jeez.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
I noticed. Oh. Okay.
I do mean a lot. That's like his one attack, and he's really proud of it. Don't get booty slammed.
Do my best.
Doing it again. On the bright side, it gives you the perfect opportunity to just casually stroll behind him.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, this is kind of making me want to play Dark Souls again. Hold on, I'm gonna go away from the stream for a while and just play Dark Souls for 3 hours.
Aha!
God, I forgot how weird the effect on that was, because it has like priority over most things on the screen, so it looks like it's in a place that it isn't. Because Dark Souls 1 is a janky, spaghetti-coated mess. Oh, the memories. As we're haphazardly
Ha-ha!
slapping a fat, flabby ass of a stray demon.
Easy peasy.
Victory achieved. Yeah. So now you have a Titanite slab, which you can use to max out the upgrade level of most weaponry.
Neat.
So now you can go up that ladder you just turned your back on.
Hold on, I'm looking around.
There is nothing in this room.
Well, that's no
Sorry to
fun.
spoil it, but there's nothing. There's nothing there. Eh. Also, be aware this is this
okay.
this corridor is not safe.
Hey. Hi, buddy.
There's a boy. There's a big boy. A big boy. Big boy. He's the biggest boy.
Oh. Jerk.
Yeah, you can't parry a shield.
I thought he was going to do a sword.
Well, that's a reasonable assumption to have. You missed.
Jerk. Aha! I have the high ground.
You got your right.
Ha-ha!
Oh, you're on a slope, so it didn't line up properly.
Get back here.
I love that you like stepped up like half an inch, and he just swiped
Nice
right
dodge.
between your fucking twinkle toes.
Haha! There you go.
Got him.
Fuck him.
Considering your love
What?
of parrying, I can think of a ring that you might really enjoy that
There
we're
we
gonna
go.
get after we fight the thing. Also, that red Titanite chunk is good for leveling chaos and high-level fire weapons.
I was gonna guess fire. That just seemed like it would make sense.
Yeah. Do you
Okay.
recognize this cell?
This is one I was in?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, you're asking a lot out of me.
Also, do you want to see the description of that doll you just picked up?
Sure, why not? Let's read some lore.
Yeah.
What is that, a key item? What is... Where would that be?
It's in the key item section, I believe.
Okay. Oh, a strange doll with a strange dress.
Yeah. Wanna
Once was an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. Okay. So is
I'm sure that will never be relevant.
Gotcha. Is that the DLC thing?
No, actually. You're thinking of a Dark Souls 3 DLC, which was a reference
To that? Gotcha.
Yeah, which is a reference to a part of this game, which not sure if we'll actually be doing, because honestly, I don't think there's anything loot-wise that you would want to it, and it's a kind of a frustrating extra zone. It's basically like a challenge level.
I feel like that sounds familiar. I don't even know where I'm going. Am I going the right way?
Yes.
Okay. I was just walking.
Yeah, that Titanite slab, the Bounty of Souls, and that's...
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, and that doll are the things you wanted. So, now that you have 20,000 souls...
Gotcha, we can go back and get our thing.
Yeah.
Can I warp from here? Aha. Perish, right?
Yeah. Oh, can you? Oh! They changed that! Oh god, in the original game, this was one of like 2 bonfires in the game, where if you tried to warp from it, it would just tell you no.
Gotcha.
Because it was like, oh, it's isolated. Like, the other one I'm pretty sure is still isolated, but that one I guess they changed.
Didn't mean to step on your anvil, buddy.
Well, I refuse to need it.
It's like put a boot up on it like, yo, I need something.
Alright.
Crest of
Oop.
Artorias. You want to check the description on that?
Give me a sec. Alright, no. Reinforce?
Yeah, what level is your sword, by the way?
We're checking. I guess it's as much as I can do from him, because it's not listed.
Check your inventory. Oh yeah, the armor upgrade with Twinkling Titanite, which is a far more intensive farm than I think we care about.
Gotcha.
Neither.
Well,
You
let's...
can check it in your like equipment screen.
Boop. Okay, what's that?
Okay, so you can ascend it further to plus 11 through 15,
Gotcha.
but it's with the assistance of an item that we're not getting yet. That'll be
to
in
the grave of Sir Artorias, the Abyss Walker. Many adventurers have left for the grave, but none have returned, for they make easy prey for local bandits. With such dangers, the crest can do more harm than good in the hands of the uninitiated.
Right. So, I must depart for a moment, because I really need to pee.
Oh no.
I'll be back
Okay.
in time.
I'm
If
gonna
you
go
would
have a
like
bad
to
time.
proceed, yeah, if you'd like to proceed, then you are free to do so.
Oh, you don't have a head. Ow. Ow. Ooh, that was a big swing. Okay. Easy peasy. Look at me, I'm an expert. Titan. Oh. Got his big stick. Weapon of the Titanite demon, a faceless stone monster born from Titanite slab. One of the enchanted weapons, perhaps from residual power of the Titanite slab, known for its leaping attack which comes from smashing down on foes from above. Fun. Whee! Yeah, I remember these woods. Just follow the flowers. Try not to die. Oh, hi, buddy. Like a Resident Evil monster over here. That's a stock wind sound. That rules. I know that sound effect from like Sonic Adventure. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there's a guy. Aha! I do not like how dark it is. Oh!
I see you having ingratiated yourselves with the locals.
Yep. I also murdered the shit out of the Titanite demon.
Yeah. I doubt it.
I did. I got his stick. Look.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. What? Wait. Did you actually fight him in that time?
Yes, I murdered the shit out of him.
What?
I was not kidding.
How did...
I just walked around behind him and stabbed him in the ass like 20 times.
You... No. Really?
I got a demon Titanite and his stick.
But he resists slash. It doesn't bleed. How did you? What?
He's super dead.
What the fuck?
He still took 120 damage a hit. And I could just block everything he did. Didn't do a ton of damage. It's an easy game for babies.
All right. Well, that's good to know. All right, so you already have the crest shield, so you are pretty well set for what happens next.
Okay.
So first, there are two bonfires I want you to grab.
Okay.
Second, not this way.
Okay. Don't follow the flowers.
This is the second direction we're going.
Is that the thing that involves a bunch of platforming, kind of?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something we'll be grabbing in time.
Gotcha.
So over this way, there will be a big... Oh,
Secrets.
yeah. So over along here, you'll see a big glowing magical door that we can... that we're going to ignore for the moment.
Okay. I assume that's what the
Yeah.
crest is for?
Yeah, but we're not doing that yet.
Gotcha.
First...
That looks like a door that needs a key put into
Could
it.
you... Wait, turn around.
What?
I need you to hit that wall.
This wall? Oh! Gotcha.
Alright, go ahead and light that, and whether or not you decide to reset it and respawn things is your choice, because we're immediately going to turn around and go to another... Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, actually,
Got the humanity.
Could you try hitting the Kindle button again?
Without
Okay,
the
so we
secret
haven't done that
rites.
yet. Yeah, that's another thing we'll be doing later.
Okay.
This is the stage of the game where there's a lot of different stuff that's all important, but is on different paths.
Gotcha.
So,
So we're going back to this path?
Not quite yet. That we're doing after the other thing.
Okay,
which
which
we're doing
is
before
that other
and the
fork
thing.
that I passed before with the flower?
Because here's the thing. forgive me if this is a silly question, but do you know,
The Muffin Man?
the,
What?
oh, you've been grappled. Whatever will you do?
It's like those slimes all over again.
Just getting sexually harassed by tree golems. I believe they're called scarecrows, actually.
There he is. Haha.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were weak to thrust, because like the majority of
Oh.
this game is weak to thrust.
That wasn't why I did that, but... God, I love that they make a fucking stock wind sound effect. That rules.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
I
can also
genuinely
punt-
love it.
You can also punt them off a ledge if you like.
Fucking Sonic Adventure sound effects coming back.
Yeah, so here, if you keep your eye...
Aha!
Yeah, and if you keep your eye on the left side,
Hi.
you'll see another scarecrow. Okay, hello. Goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah, by the way, if ever you're playing this game on like a new file or you're like in New Game Plus and you're gonna go to Blighttown soon, those scarecrows are a great way to stock up on moss.
Gotcha.
Because that cleanses poisons and toxins.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so down this path, there will be a little ledge you can drop down onto.
That's what I meant about platforming. I was pretty sure I remembered this.
Tiny lizard! Stab it! Stop it! Kill it! Upgrade materials! Yay!
Yes. Hey!
I forgot that drop Twinkling Titanite. That's actually really good.
Hooray!
Yeah. That'll put you a step toward armor upgrades, I believe. Yeah, so if you jump down from here, you'll get the next important item in our plan.
Whee!
That.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, so remind me, what is your dexterity?
22?
22. That should be more than enough, actually. See if you can equip the longbow in your off slot.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And now that and the super cheap wooden arrows, because here's the thing. What we're going to use that for does
there
not
we go,
need
okay.
high damage. High
Gotcha.
damage helps, but what it needs is hitting certain things a lot of times.
Gotcha. Alright.
Go ahead and continue descending into the pits. And be aware there is a thing that you will encounter when you're at the bottom, over on the right.
Cha-cha.
Yeah, there is a bonfire, but between you and the bonfire is a thing. A thing that, honestly, considering your proclivities for parrying, might not actually threaten you that much.
Oh. It's more of a path than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Was there anything the other way that didn't go up there? Hi.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll get to that. That's what we need the
I'm
bow
gonna
for.
get you. Ooh, I don't like walking backwards on this. I'm trying to get him on a more level field.
It's a little sus, a little sus.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay. Come on. Ah, jerk. Okay. Ah, whoa, jeez.
Yeah, the halberdiers are probably one of the more awkward ones to fight because there's so few of them in the game. So they have a moveset that's far less common. Wow, I forgot how majorly upgraded your character was in this. This is gonna be a breeze. I usually come here like way too early and get my ass handed to me.
Whee!
Maybe I should follow my own advice and stop doing shit early when I play these games. So in that totally not dangerous at all cave that weirdly lights up, there's a bonfire.
Suddenly, I've got personal lighting.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Got the humanity.
And if you'd like to, for increased utility, now that you have a bow, you can upgrade that bow if you'd like. Bring it up to +5 just for a bit of extra punch. Never mind, you have like no Titanite on you.
Womp womp.
God, I forgot you had like the Black Knight sword, the Silver Spear, the
Titanite catch pole.
fucking giant halberd as well.
I had disgusting luck, I believe, is how it shook out. Oh, hey.
Oh, I would definitely recommend upgrading that shield because the shield is awesome, and having more stability for it is going to be great for this next part, especially.
Okay.
Yeah. Upgrading shields doesn't affect their absorption, but it does affect their stability. And
Gotcha.
stability is what translates to how much stamina you lose when you block.
Gotcha.
And you're going to need a lot of that.
Okay. We just still going down here, or?
Nope, we are turning around and leaving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is going to be our checkpoint for the next part.
Gotcha. Oh.
Yeah.
I think of a
Crest
different
shield has shit absorption, but improves stamina regeneration while
Yes.
displayed.
Okay.
It is a classic.
Yes, I'm familiar with this. Is there also like a big round shield that does that too?
Not that I'm familiar.
I'm thinking of something else.
I think you may be referring to like the stone great shield, and that hampers stamina regen
Okay, maybe that is one
because it's so damn big. So before we proceed, I'm gonna ask you, what rings do you have equipped?
Not the rust thing.
Okay, that ring of steel protection. Gonna ask you to put the rusted iron ring on.
Okay. Done and done.
Okay, and now this.
Is this? I might know what this is. Let's see.
This is a very famous part of the game. Chances are you know exactly what's waiting for us here.
Oh, okay. Yes. Or, yes. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Say hello to the Hydra.
Yes, I am
Which for a
familiar
long
with the
time I
Hydra.
was-
Oh, hi.
Yeah, which for a long time I was convinced was the only Hydra in the game. But apparently is not, which terrifies me to this day.
What? What?
You may just need to go on the even ground with him. Get back, get back.
Oh,
Hey,
jeez. Okay.
Yeah, you may recall that in the intro to this game that apparently we played like a year ago, there was a dragon, Seat the Scaleless, who did a bunch of weird shit with crystals. This is one of the results.
Gotcha. Ow.
You have successfully eaten shit.
That'll happen. Aha!
Yeah,
Now
thankfully,
he is the
despite
shit eater.
the cursed tongue eater.
Ow.
Yeah, that's why I recommended the shield.
Haha! Fuck you.
Friendly fire. Alright, so now, what you're gonna want to do is get close, stick to the right, and step a little bit into the...
Jeez, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
And like, gonna be stepping a
Oh,
little bit
God.
into... Please use the shield. Yeah, and be aware that after like a few feet into that water, there is a pitfall.
Gotcha.
Because, yeah. And so what you'll be doing is very awkwardly
Oh, God.
Yeah, those ones like slip behind you. Alright. Keep the shield up and look down. Look down. Melee.
Oh.
So, first phase of this, you'll want to focus on baiting that and slapping his neck. And then after a while, you'll notice something changes. Also, I think you can lock onto him at this point. You may have noticed that that didn't come anywhere close to hitting you.
Gotcha.
You know what that means?
He's blind?
No, it means that whenever you slash off one of those heads, it reduces his hitbox, but it doesn't change the animation.
Gotcha.
So, after you've secured a safe zone, what you can do is swap to the bow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Which I think I've done.
Yep.
Oh. Nope.
Yeah, if you go too far away, he'll
Yeah.
consider you out of melee range. Yeah. Step in the water. Yep.
How
So
does
now you
this-
can
oh,
lock
nope,
on
wrong
and
button.
start. Yeah, now you can lock on and start blasting. I want you to understand how much experimentation and running around and scavenging items and
Oh, jeez.
like generally fucking up around was required before I realized that this was a viable approach. The answer was a lot.
What?
That was weird.
The fuck was that?
The game being janky as hell because it's Dark Souls 1.
I could definitely hit one of these. There we go. Figure the more damage I can do with... What? I love the way this all looks and... Haha!
It's great, isn't it? It's a flawless game with 0 flaws.
Hi. Oh.
The animation is aimed toward where you stand, by the way. Let it be known, despite its fame as a part of Dark Souls. Careful, careful, careful! Cliff,
Yeah,
cliff.
I know. I know.
I know
There
you
we
know.
go.
I just didn't want you to
Nope.
fall off
There
and
we
then
go.
be mad. Because when you're mad, it's like it's not as fun.
Haha! Who needs the bow?
Yeah. Like when I'm mad, it's funny. When you're mad, it's kind of upsetting.
The
So
DLC's around here, right? It's the whole thing with this. It's like behind him or some shit.
sort of. If you'd like to quit and load the game real quick for a moment. Yeah.
Whew. Straining my eyes real bad.
Delicious water. the two polar opposites of the gamer spectrum. So go along on the left there, and then hug the side. And if you look down into the water, you can probably see where like some of the cliffs are. It's a bit vague, but they are.
I assume
there.
just hugging the wall is safe.
Oh yeah, more often than
Okay.
not. Do not go up that ladder.
Okay.
That is a trap. It is a trap.
Ah, okay. I'm familiar with that as a concept.
Yeah, it is technically a way to circumvent the Artorias door, but it also has like 3 mini bosses
Gotcha.
with ridiculous attacks, just like slapped in an open area. And the idea is that like only like super experienced players get to do this.
Gotcha. Final Fantasy 9
So-
has a fun thing with that.
Yeah. So that gold golem there,
Uh-huh.
I'd like you to fight that
Okay.
since you mentioned the DLC.
Cha-cha. Nice zero sound effect.
I think it may have glitched. That's not supposed to. That's not what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be real poofy and crunchy. I don't know why it's quiet.
Hi.
So, it is thou who rescued me.
Behold.
Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulasil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home.
I couldn't tell if those were a head thing or ears.
Oh, it's a headdress, don't worry.
Yeah.
Is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
What? That's. I feel like
she was
that,
asking.
I feel like that
she's
wasn't
asking
a
if
yes or no question.
She was asking like, I'd like to tell you some horrid forbidden knowledge that will probably doom you. Do you want it?
That's what the way she phrased the question was not a yes or no answer.
Oh, she said, would this help you?
And it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You would know.
Yeah,
my
she
decision
speaks
is yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Dusk speaks in a language most often referred to as fantasy.
Old English.
Grave my signature. Thou art in need. Pray summon me from my signature.
Game mechanics.
May the great flames guide thee.
Bye. Doing the gif of that guy who does like the peace symbol and just fades out.
Pretty much.
Cool.
So yeah, now if you quit and reload again.
Yes, I remember that aspect of this. Because I remember, like, this is a thing of watching someone play through the back chunk of this game and someone leading him through this and him just being like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, how would you design something like this?
It was a lot more interesting when the DLC came out and people were, like, exploring it, and they were like, whoa, there's this thing I found at Dark Root Basin again. I wonder what happens if you check again later. Yeah, there's a thing that spawns here, but won't yet because you don't have a particular item. But if you go back to where you fought the Hydra...
Yeah, well, except for it's like the guy's opinion, which I would agree with, is like, it's like I paid money for this thing, and it's like, fucking, I don't know how to even do it, and it's complete arcane bullshit.
It's funny. Don't go up the ladder.
I know.
Please don't. Okay.
Look, I'm familiar. Like I was talking about, Final Fantasy IX has a very early game dungeon, but there's a save room with a wall of like vines in it, and if you jump on it, the Moogle in the room is like, hey, it's fucking dangerous up there, don't do that. And then if you go up there anyway, you fight enemies that are like 50 levels above you, and just like cast Thundaga on you and you die. It's hilarious. I believe you can actually cheese them though, because I think they died at level 5 death, I think. I want to say it's a weird thing where you can actually cheese them. Which is pretty funny. So I assume this summons her? This is the signature she was talking about? Should I do that?
Go on.
Hi.
Yeah, it takes a moment for a game to connect. Don't worry about it.
She got bad Wi-Fi.
I am Dusk of Ulasil.
Yeah, you told me that.
It is an honor
We've been over
to
this.
see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
Gesture. Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
Hidden body. Hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, are you familiar with the chameleon spell?
I mean, I can see what it is by the picture on it.
You want to look at the description for that?
A separate stealth spell from Hidden Body. Skilled stealth sorcerer must be aware of his or her surroundings and of which objects are prime candidates for imitation. Gotcha. So...
Ancient sorcery. Transform into something inconspicuous.
Ancient sorcery. Prop hunt.
It is my favorite spell ever. Have I told you the story of the pot wraith?
No? Is that it with this? Is just spells I'm not going to use?
Merchant. She's a merchant.
Okay. Of spells I'm not going to use.
if you want to take Cast Light or Repair as another one, those are actually really nice to have, and they don't have much of an intelligence requirement.
Gotcha.
They're just
Effects
really nice
resemble Repair Powder.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I've got the souls for it. thanks.
For a very
Yeah.
long time, I was trapped
Yeah, you can
behind
talk to
this
her about
wall.
lore and such, but I don't know if we're going to be doing the DLC.
Back to
I do kind of want to.
was there.
It's one of those things where like the DLC is great, but I say that from the perspective of someone who adores this game.
I'll say someone who has seen most of, again, the back half of this game. The DLC has the coolest fight in this entire game, so I do kind of want to do it.
I only wish to
It has like three of the coolest fights.
flames kite.
Though one of them is a little bit frustrating.
There's only one that I'm particularly thinking of.
I'm sure it's such a mystery as to which you could possibly be referring
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on stream, on these Dark Souls streams before. Which
possibly.
fight is the coolest fight in Dark Souls, and that I kind of want to do.
Oh gee, I wonder if the DLC was named after it.
I genuinely don't know what the DLC is called.
Artorias of the Abyss.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, which speaking of which, we'll be learning a lot about him today.
Yes, that I know too.
So, now that you've done that, oh, by the way, that water normally makes you slow as shit and really weak, but the ring prevented that.
Oh,
Even though-
okay.
Yeah. So there's also, if you go back to the crest door, the big glowing one.
Oh, okay. We're going back.
Oh, actually, you have the master key, don't you?
Yes.
All right, in that case, go up this path here real quick. There's something that you can pick up.
Whee!
Yeah.
It's uncharacteristically risky running from me.
Yeah, normally a bit more concerned about stamina.
Not even stamina. It's usually I just walk around. Oh, yep. That's exactly what I was worried about. Oh, okay. This is where he is. I'm familiar with
Yeah.
him.
You want a ring?
Oh, okay. I kind of do, because I know the ring.
Also, you're super tanky now, so he doesn't one-shot you, so you can try and parry him.
I like how he just
But
walked.
only when he's one-
I like how
but
he
only when
walked
he's
back
one-handed.
behind the door. As
Yep.
if I don't know he's there.
He likes his little hide pole.
Cha-cha!
God, even though you're like adequately
Oh,
powerful enough to
jeez.
fight this guy, he's still terrifying, isn't he?
It's a
look
real
at
big.
him.
Yeah, the guy that I watched play through this game basically did it with this armor. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, it's iconic and really effective.
Yeah, it was really funny watching him do some of the later fights in this game and just like tanking the shit out of him. Oh,
That is the purpose
Two
of the art. Yeah,
hands.
if he's two-handed, you can't parry him.
can I also not backstab him because he has a shield on his back?
You can.
Okay. I like that
Because
his
the
like trying to follow me with his head like completely wigs out when I get behind him.
And he's like, no, don't do it. I'm a virgin. That's an ancient meme that I don't know if it's your style.
I'm gonna say no.
Probably not.
It sounds lewd.
Yeah. It's a man who
Shut
looks like he'd be far more at home in like an office sitcom, but he's not in an office sitcom.
Oop.
And like you can tell he's like not in his element whatsoever,
Ha!
and like none of the
Can't
dialogue.
block with a stick.
Yes, you can, just not very well. So congratulations, you get a rang.
Sick.
Havel's rang.
Yes, a good ring.
Yeah.
Uh,
That goes up to Undeadburg,
gotcha.
which is a really cool like extra shortcut. If you haven't already unlocked everything, and got teleportation.
Right.
You know, like you have.
I think in my original play of this game, I may have accidentally stumbled upon him from the other direction.
As did I when I first played the game. Because I just opened a door, went
Yeah.
down the staircase, was like, oh,
Do I still
there's a guy
need this?
there. Probably not.
Okay.
Havel's ring, you don't have like super heavy armor on, so you don't really need it. You have a decent level of endurance, so you can probably go
Yeah.
back to steel protection. There's another ring. Well, I mean, actually, if you want to fast roll, you can put Havel's ring on, because I forgot you were like mid-rolling.
I might. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Oh, that is, I think I'm going to go with that, actually. That is a pretty significant defense increase at the moment.
Yeah, but as demonstrated, you seem to be holding your own defenses aside.
Yeah. But,
Oh, but we are about to fight the thing, though. So never
yeah,
mind.
a 50 to a, like, 25% defense increase is pretty good.
But a 50% equip maximum increase lets you roll really fast and not take damage at all.
I don't know how much I really, like, trust the iframes in this game. I don't know.
You'll be relying on them heavily in time.
Yeah, I get that, but...
Though, considering another encounter that's on the agenda for later in our playthrough, I can also understand why maybe it's not good to rely on it, because there is... I've talked about it extensively with you. There is a particular thing that we are going to skip, like, the first half of.
Right,
but
that's
the
what
second half is...
That's what the
second half
humanity's
is-
for.
Yeah, the second half is mandatory, and that's when the
He
true...
stuck to me! Help! Help, get him off! There we go. There he is.
Just like freaking
What?
Skylar, freaking the dudes from LMFAO, just like hanging on for dear life, just like, Pony Rock is in the house tonight! We just want to see you shake that!
God, I almost wish I had recorded some of the stuff from when I was killing those rats. I was getting some really wild hitboxes and
Oh, yeah,
killing
rats
rats that were like really far away from me.
That's because you can hit their tails.
Gotcha. Right, and if they're in the water, you can't really see.
Yeah, and I think this was like before, I think this is before the devs considered that maybe, body part based damage resistance was a good idea. So we're still going to ignore that.
Okay, we're going this way then?
Yes. So
Gotcha,
remember what I
gotcha.
said about remember what I said about getting new armor before? Would you like some new armor?
Maybe. Oop.
Yeah, you should clear this because if you don't clear, then things gonna follow you.
Oh, okay. Aha! I see you. God. Fucking.
Yeah, the pop-up animation gives them immunity frames, and I don't know why.
Oh, come on.
I think you missed.
It's no fun.
Nice. Oh, by the way, while you're down in the depths, did you meet a man named Laurentius?
No, I didn't go very deep in because, I think I
Well,
mentioned...
yeah, but it was on the path to where you were.
the moth
So there
selling
was-
guy?
No.
That is the only person I met on the way.
Okay. When you're going from like the room that had the butchers and the dogs, there's a side room with some barrels, and there's a man trapped in a barrel. And if you free him from the barrel, he says, "Thanks for freeing me from the barrel." And then he sells you pyromancy,
Gotcha.
which is great because it has like no stat requirements. So
Yeah,
it's
no, I
basically
didn't do
spellcasting.
a ton of, exploring.
Understandable.
Bum, bum, ba-da-ba-bum. Hello? Okay.
Just like Orson Smoke just descend from the canopy.
That's some randomizer shit.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, hi. This is the shield I was talking about, so yes.
Yeah, that debuffs your stamina regen.
Yeah, the guy I watched play this game was using Havel's armor and that.
God.
And Iron Flesh. Okay, so I'm heavy now. Got it.
Yep. That is a wonderful little spell called Tranquil Walk of Peace. Can you tell what it does?
Makes me sidestep. Gives me a real interesting gait. There we go.
Yeah.
Can I backstab this guy? I'm gonna say no.
No.
I don't know.
He's a large boy.
Aha! Oh,
Speaking of getting sidestepped.
takes not a lot of damage, but also just has not a lot of health. Whee! And then his body turns into...
Yeah, if we get into the DLC, then you're gonna learn to take those guys a bit more seriously.
Eh.
They get a bit of a glow up.
Eh.
It's kind of terrifying. And there's like 40 of them.
Boo. We're gonna make a guy. Oh, fucking tree.
If you don't like trees, then well, then there's a part of this that might be cathartic to you.
Oh god. There's a lot of guys. Wait, Wait.
What?
Okay, that was weird. No, it felt like I was moving at normal speed when I shouldn't have been.
Oh, I think you outranged the spell. You can like step out of its area of effect. I think he's stuck. Which, by the way, fun fact about Tranquil Walk of Peace, you can actually get it as a spell, and it's really good because it affects other players. So I fondly recall what I would do in this game was that I'd get this this special item called the Dark Hand, and what it was a fist weapon. But if you equipped it as like a shield in your left hand, then you could like use the parry button to like try and grab someone. And if you did, it would steal humanity from their little top left counter. So what I'd do is that I'd invade people, and if they were like if they like were obviously the kind of person who just sit there and farm humanity by fighting other players and cheesing them, I'd run behind somewhere, cast Tranquil Walk of Peace, steal all their humanity, and then leave.
Awesome.
Because fuck that guy.
Okay, so that was the armor you're talking about?
Yeah, if you'd like it. It's a bit unrealized because it's unupgraded.
Right.
But on the other hand though, equip the helmet for a moment.
I forgot I had all that.
Yeah. Yeah, equip the Elite Knight helmet for a moment and then exit the menu. Behold, fashion.
This looks really weird.
I mean, yeah,
it
but
makes my
also
head look really tiny.
As opposed to the other one that makes it look like a Pringles can.
I mean, yes, but it matches the rest of the armor, where it just makes like my shoulders look huge and my head look really tiny.
Yeah, do you not want huge, like, Giga Chad fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger shoulders?
I'm like a slightly off-model animated character.
This is like the armor equivalent of like those doujins where the guys have like the
Dorito bodies.
Chins. Oh, I was thinking about the chins.
It's actually not even a doujin thing. It's just an old shoujo manga thing of Dorito bodies. Is a whole thing. What is it? Thinking of the off-model stuff. I have been watching the original X-Men, the animated series, in preparation to finally watch X-Men '97.
Which is apparently great,
yes.
according to everyone who ever talks about it.
95% of the original show is fantastic and looks great. Especially for a cartoon from the 90s. But the last literal 4 episodes were apparently like a weird production thing and like weren't supposed to exist. And then Saban like made them themselves or something. And so the animation like completely falls apart in a pretty astounding way. And they just look, they like, completely change like all the character designs. And they also just look really bad. And everyone gets like a wildly off model. And it's really funny. It's a weird way to end like an amazing show. But it's pretty funny. I've been having a good time with it.
You know what? It sounds like it, and that's what really matters, isn't it? Are you all right?
I honestly wasn't sure if that was like
It's a lizard.
flavor and like if that was like a background object.
It was like a really
Oh,
weird looking
hi.
background.
I thought you were a dead
Oh,
guy.
hey.
Because
Oh no! Oh no! Whatever you're gonna do, he's casting Tranquil Walk of Peace.
what if I just go ham on your butt?
Go ham on your butt is probably the.
You heard me.
That I think that is like of all the things one could say to like their partner to like really set the mood. I think that is like the least effective thing one could ever conceive.
So are we just going through here?
Yeah. Question: have you stabbed the tree yet?
A tree? No.
Yes. All right, then there's something more to find in this area. I think it's near the entrance.
God, what was the entrance?
Welcome to Darkroot.
Follow the lights.
Oh, there on the left. There it is.
Aha.
I just gotta take a moment to appreciate this for a moment.
Cha, cha.
Can we appreciate the wiggly tree?
Wow. Like
Can
the weird melty animation.
Yeah. Can we get an F for the wiggly tree real quick? Rip wiggly tree. By the way, fun fact: if you stay in this area for a while and just go AFK for a bit, then that tree will actually just wander around.
That kind of rules.
Yeah, if you keep the game loading and then like come back in like 20 minutes, the tree is in a completely different location, and it's like, was this tree always here, and why is it wiggling?
Oh. Wow, that's a
Yeah, it's a
guy.
frog. Yeah, it's not a slime, it's a frog.
Yeah. Okay. Like the tongue gets fucking ragdoll.
It's great, isn't it? Do you have any gummy bears? I'll run out!
Oh, hi.
Oh yeah, I think this tree did that. It's just trying to get back to where it was like, oh shit, they see me! Their AI is so funny. So I believe somewhere around here there will be a little passage. Now that you've been introduced to the wiggly tree, are you just like trying to make sure none of the other trees are
I'm just looking for
secretly out to
anything,
get you?
really. Or there's also that fucking weird double-headed snake lizard.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Oh, jeez. Ah, God.
Yeah, they were in the water.
I didn't realize there was water there. Ah.
Well, I mean, it's a pit and then water, but semantics. Oh boy, Soul of the Proud Knight. Would you like to meet the Proud Knight?
Oh, God. No. Okay.
You have entered the Tranquility Zone.
Cha-cha.
I think the Old Stone Knights are like what happens.
Go.
if-
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Old Stone Knights are what happened where if like the hall monitor from like middle school took their job really seriously and never really let it go. And so they just developed sorcery to insist that no one run in the halls.
Was that it? Or is there?
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, you have a thing. Aha. Can't see it under your horrible
Flaps.
things, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's based off of, or if they just wanted to make them wide for some reason.
It's kind of a frilled lizard mixed with a frog, basically.
It's very
And also
flabby
giant.
frill. Yeah. Yeah, hug this love wall, I think you'll find it.
Aha.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Dilophosaurus, but weirder. And also real. Or, I guess not even less real, I guess, than a Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
Which are also apparently not real. But,
Well, that's a shame. I love Jurassic Park.
Man.
I say having never actually watched the movie through.
I use
just
those
self-report
guys
real quick.
in a Magic the Gathering deck I have, because that's what Magic the Gathering has become.
Yeah. So here is an item that we saw before but couldn't get to.
Aha.
The Wolf Ring. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
wanna- yeah, so if you want to take a peek at that,
Ooh, I almost tried to jump off that.
you can, but it's not really worth it right now because we're going to have to go back anyway.
Oh, okay. It belongs to Artorias the Abyss Walker. Artorias had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a greatsword. That does not tell me more about what the thing does.
It boosts poise.
Oh, wow, by a lot. Holy shit.
Yeah. Unbendable will of steel was no exaggeration.
Gotcha.
At that point, only headshots are going to stun you. That's foreshadowing.
Gotcha. Okay. That was that?
Yeah.
The end of that path?
So, feel free to go back to that main area of the... My favorite is when they get, like, kind of stuck and just start jittering, like...
Yeah. I
I
had
don't
some
know where
good
I'm supposed to be.
ones of those with the rats, because I did that a lot, and so I got a couple of times of rats just, like, perpetually moving. Like, I would walk away and then come circle back around, and then the rat was still just, like, jiggling there in a corner. Oh, jeez. Scared me. Bum, 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 bum. The wait, like these sounds like echo and stuff always make me think there is like another thing behind me. It's like I just like stuck up on a
yeah.
tree there. Yeah.
Possibly.
I thought it was like a guy who was still alive. It's just
He's just like... "Ugh, 5 more minutes. Oh, I shouldn't have drank so much.
it's like the most natural death pose anything in this game has had.
It really does look like he's just about to just empty his guts, the poor guy. Yeah, into that little tower
Now
there.
we're going this way.
Yeah. So do you still have that bow?
I do.
You may want to keep it. Also, to your left there, break that bush. Roll into it. You can roll into it.
Haha.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Would you like to make a friend?
Sure. Hello, Witch Beatrice.
A precursor to a fan favorite, like, deep lore character that showed up in Dark Souls 2, Zuli. Which is a bit of a...
I do like that even the in-game ones, like the way those messages are pop up, just feels like it's connecting to a fucking server.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. Like, they tried very hard to make that feel, like, consistent. Which I appreciate. If they weren't in such weird places, they'd probably feel a lot more like other players.
Also, if they had weird bullshit names with numbers and shit in them.
But like Suzume, Dark Souls 69XXX.
Oh, hi.
It's just floating down. Remember what I said about that bow?
She's in the way.
Wow, I forgot how spectacularly powerful Beatrice was. Holy shit, look at that damage.
How do I get...
Left bumper.
Okay.
Yeah, you're currently two-handing a bow, so that's the aim button. Laser, 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 laser. Cool. Well, I think Beatrice is nearly...
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let her do her thing.
Oh wait, nope, she was just doing that for her own sake. There we go.
Bye. Thanks.
It's a lot less silly when you're doing it solo and facing this majestic creature alone. But when you have Beatrice there, it's just like, oh well, I guess they're just handling this on their own, aren't they? I think there are supposed to be trees on that cliff. There are not trees on that cliff.
It's pretty empty.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Man. Or I guess Hydra technically wasn't a boss. I was gonna say, it's like 2 bosses down with very little effort.
Well, it was a boss. It's just you're a bit prepared now. You're at the stage of the game where you're a lot better equipped to handle what you come across.
Was there another boss I fought? I feel like I fought a boss and I forgot.
The stray demon.
Oh, right, that was who, right.
You've already forgotten. I was
Hi.
like, hey, dead blacksmith.
Oh,
Huddling
okay.
around
I wasn't sure if it
there.
was dead because it doesn't look like... Okay.
Yeah,
Bummer.
so under normal circumstances, this is where you get the key to go fight Havel.
Ah,
Yeah, but you had the master key, so you
gotcha,
didn't really have to
gotcha.
care.
Okay.
Also, the divine ember you can give to Andre, which is something that we'll probably do another time, but not right now because we're not doing that part of the game yet.
Okay.
So now, remember that door I kept telling you to not care about?
The one with the crest.
Yes.
Okay.
Now comes the time to interact
To
with
care
that.
about it.
Yeah, now is the time to give a shit.
I'm managing all right so far. Why start now? Okay, just trying to remember where I'm going.
You can probably use a homeward bone and just warp there, honestly.
I don't remember if that's the last place I... Oh. Hello.
I don't think it was, but you have the Lord Vessel. Oh, was this the partisan? Yes. That spear's kind of mid. It's not really worth using, but it's cool. Has a nifty moveset where like
Hell
it
yeah.
slashes sometimes.
That was cool.
What?
Nah, just dodging around. This guy's just crying into a river. Cry me a river. Okay, that was that. Okay, I remember where I am now. Haha! That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Just a brief little detour. Fighting a butterfly, slaying a hydra, getting another 20,000 souls, and probably leveling up.
Oh, right. I'm not gonna need this 20,000 souls or something, am I?
Not that I'm aware.
Okay.
But I would repair your stuff, just in case.
Oh, okay, doke.
Because you have been hitting a lot of things.
Yeah, I almost broke a bunch of my stuff.
You probably just go down this list and just repair everything to clear out the menu.
You know, that's fair. Whee!
Whee! Nice.
Whoop. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Yeah. Because I'm biased, I will be 100% in favor if you decide at some point to buy a shit ton of Titanite shards and just upgrade the Elite Knight set. I will be totally in favor of that.
Gotcha.
Because it's kind of middling stat-wise, but also extremely fashionable, you know?
Yeah, I like.
iconic
I
and all
feel like
that.
I'm pretty fashionable right now.
Yeah.
I like my look. It matches.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. So,
Ba-da-da-da.
yeah, hydras, magical butterflies, golems, a door locked behind a magical seal. Whatever could this be protecting?
Hi. Wait, is that... Wait. Ow!
So,
Oh, okay.
I bid you welcome to the Hunter's Grounds. This is where the game pulls a bit of an Uno reverse card. Because by this stage of the game, theoretically, you'll have been like summoning people, getting invaded, probably ganking the shit out of some poor unsuspecting PvP lovers in the process, and then you come along here where the turns get a bit tabled.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, these are all NPCs. By the way, that knight dude does not respawn, but all the other guys do. Wow! I think that was among the most disrespectful backstabs I've ever seen.
Oh, wait, he's dual-handing?
Yeah. Yeah!
Can't block like that.
There we go.
Shields exist for a reason.
Yeah. By the way, personally, I'm biased against this area because it was often advertised amongst the community as like, oh, this is the best place to farm souls. But you can only do that if you're like a fucking master at this game because the enemies are so tough.
Gotcha.
Because they're all like NPCs like that.
Gotcha.
Also, I will say, you are currently going right. I highly recommend you stick left in this area.
Okay. Is that why?
That is part of why, yes. But also,
Dick. Oh my god.
yeah, there is a stark lack of like extra loot in this zone. This is Gank City basically. This is if you will allow me to reference. If you'll allow me to reference a song that I personally don't like but is funny. It's Gank City, bitch. 10 summons between the woods.
Oh my god, this is
A mess? Yes.
Stop it, dick.
Just kicked you.
Oh, jeez. Oh, fucking bullshit. That's a really slow combo.
Yeah. So, there is another question I'd like to ask you. Do you have any Firekeeper souls in your inventory? Because I've come to realize that your Estus Flask is not very potent.
No.
Damn. I wonder if maybe we missed an item at some point. Oh, how many blooming purple moss clumps do you have?
7.
Okay. Would you like to take a bit of a detour to get 2 upgrades for your Estus Flask?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. There is one in Blighttown.
Actually, here's the question. How easy can I warp back here?
I don't know if you can warp back to this one specifically, but it is a very brief walk from Undead Parish, which you can warp to. So you'll want to go to Firelink Shrine.
Oh, I guess I should probably...
Put it on the hotbar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You probably lose the fire bombs and throwing knives too.
True enough.
While you're at it. You'll definitely want to keep the bow though. That's gonna come in handy real soon. So, past that tree on your right. Actually, so there's one in Blighttown and another in New Londo. Which do you want to go to first?
Do not care.
All right, well, let's go for the one in New Londo first. While you're going this way, go ahead and put an undead bone on your hotbar. Or a homeward bone, I mean. Okay, we're going to be running past some things and using that to escape because we can't deal damage to them right now.
Gotcha.
Now you've become a Dark Souls player. Oh, go ahead and send the elevator back up so you don't accidentally jump into it later. Yeah.
Wait. I'm not sure I follow. Why that?
Because we're gonna be using the homeward bone to warp back to Firelink after we grab a thing. Or you're gonna be using it, not we. So what you'll want to do is go left.
Okay. Hi.
Who the hell is that? Oh, that's the Crestfallen Warrior. He's here now. Okay. He's hollow because he saw that you were so much better than him and rang both the bells. I almost forgot about this guy.
Dick.
I don't think he knew how to respond to that. This is embarrassing for both of you.
There we go.
There we go. You were both fishing for parries that entire time. Okay, so on this path down, go ahead and break that pot there.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That's a surprise tool that will help us later. Also, don't worry about the screeching in the distance. That's important for later.
I
But
actually already know how this place works. This is a
Oh.
place that I tried to do at some point in my original playthrough of this game, I think. I'm familiar with this.
Sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah, I think that's why I ended up going to go fight the Titanite demon.
So yeah, go on. Go on along the precarious rickety bridge. And so what you're gonna do is go right and look for a slightly submerged path that is a narrow bridge right through here.
Right, like... Ah, jeez.
It begins. Yeah, I think it's through here. Wait, it was along that that path you just went, like, intersected with.
That.
Yeah, it's a very narrow bridge, and there are more ghosts. But
Got it.
all right, now homeward bone, homeward bone. Yeah.
Oh, wait, where is this actually gonna...
Shit.
I didn't rest back in Firelink.
All right.
I can
so-
just warp back there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So go ahead and run back to Firelink. Yes.
It's just an extra load screen. Like, it's doesn't actually change anything.
Oh, believe me, I played Trials of Bahamut. I know a thing or two about waiting through load screens.
Wah, 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 wah.
So now that's one of two we're going to get.
Okay.
So now, if you take that elevator
Oh,
down
yeah.
again, instead of going left, we're gonna go right.
I could also trade this in or whatever right now, can't I?
Indeed.
Since I'm here. Haha. Same elevator.
Yeah. Also, I'm kind of sad because I realized we killed Lautrec, and there's an event that happens that I'm kind of sad we don't get to see, because that's like some really cool like organic shit.
The stuff of him like killing other people?
Yeah, like the Firekeeper specifically. He kills the Firekeeper, and then you go hunt him down and murder him in Anor Londo, and you get the soul back, and you give it back to her. She's like, "Thank you, but I shouldn't talk, but thank you," and then like it's cool. Cause like when you res her, she gets her tongue back. By the way, she doesn't have a tongue right now.
Gotcha.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, trademark. Just the tagline of these games. You have to...
Oh. This way?
Yeah. Because you are going to Blighttown.
Oh,
Blightown.
right. Ooh, that's a...
Just the memory brings immediate disgust.
It's genuinely one of the worst places I've ever been in a video game.
Indeed. But it's okay, because now you're OP. I think he missed. Oh, that's right. These guys are super weak to bleed. Oh, you're gonna have a field day here.
Cool. Just giving me shit.
I appreciate how thoroughly unimpressed that was.
Are you expecting me to be impressed with a dung pile? Like...
Oh, it's not a dung pile, it's a dung pie.
Oh. Oh man, what a significant difference.
And you know what the best part about that item is, though? It's a throwing weapon.
That sounds right.
It's a firebomb of shit.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Going down a ladder. And there will be a part where you can enter the dam that this is like, that this is all set up against.
This same one? Or...
Yeah. That big stone wall you're set up against, there will be an area you can go into. However, there are a bunch of dart bandits that will afflict toxic onto you, which can only be healed
by the blooming things?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so what you'll want to do is tank the toxic in order to get some arrow shots at them, because their darts don't actually do damage, they just afflict toxic. So you can effectively pick them off from range for free, and then once they're dead, heal.
Oh god, right.
You can also use the arrows to shoot the mosquitoes. Also, it goes through your shield. Have fun.
Where am I actually, like, going?
Down, but don't drop down yet. There are dogs that you do not want to fight in melee.
Oh, it just, like, does it. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I don't know why my brain keeps wanting to...
On a subconscious level, you may be conflating it with like fire bombs and throwing knives.
No, it has nothing to do with Dark Souls controls, I don't think. Given how little I play this.
Then I have no idea.
For some reason in my brain, Square... Like, the only thing I can remotely think of...
Demoss.
Is...
Hell yeah.
Like, Devil May Cry?
Maybe.
Is
it like a...
Guns are square?
Oh, that'd be
like, in my brain,
so, yeah.
range attacks should be a different button.
Yeah, so don't go down that ladder. What you want to do is lock onto those dogs.
Oh.
You may need to aim manually. Which is gonna suck, because Dark Souls aiming manually sucks. Two-hand.
There we go.
Yeah, like one at a time, I think you can handle. Also, now that he's closer, you might be able to hit him. You can also plunging attack, probably. I don't know why it's refusing to lock on. I don't know. I've never seen this happen with this area.
It's a good video game.
I think you may just have to jumping attack the one. Or if you can get a little ways further down. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
No! He's teasing you.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Aim for his midsection.
Okay, okay.
Oh, that'll work. Left bumper.
I was trying to figure out what the fuck he was aiming at.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. Finally. No. Stop it.
Stop. Stop.
Nope. Oh my god.
I do not remember this being so awkward. I remember this being like the perfect strategy. Alright, so I'm about to break your heart by informing you there are like 3 more down there.
Yeah, I see at least one. I heard him.
Yeah. Oh, well, make that 5. You can plunge attack him.
Oh, I'm really felt like I would like break the katana doing that. Just
Oh yeah,
hit
that's
it. I hit it off every
entirely
fucking like rung on that ladder on the way down. It's a real cartoon shit.
It's like that one meme from Bloodborne with the guy who has like the
big hat.
cone hat.
Yes.
Yeah, then he
Yes.
goes down there like.
It's basically that. God, my other favorite like ladder thing is in the 7 remake games. There was Barrett, who is a man with 1 arm and his other hand is a gun. And watching him climb ladders is something else.
I found it! I found the thing!
Aha.
Alright. How are you going on this side? Fighting dogs? Cool. That there should
Dick.
be- oh. There's a fly! There's a flu!
Okay, he's stuck. Good.
There's a dog currently clipping through the wall.
To be fair,
and
the
just having-
arrow was clipping, not him.
Yeah.
Ha!
And it was beautiful.
Got him.
Alright. Now
Oh,
don't
there's 2
fight
more.
the-
I
yeah,
didn't even
don't
see
fight those. They're not worth it. They're guarding nothing of value.
Okay. All right.
You
Oh,
can tell by the
dicks.
fact that I'm. Oh, they see you?
Oh, no. I think they might be running against the wall again.
Possibly.
Okay.
Alright, now Homeward Bone.
Okay.
Please. Please get out of here.
Whee! Oh, I'm not. Guess where I'm not gonna go.
Firelink Shrine, but it's okay, we can warp there. We can warp there, and then you can Homeward Bone again to get here.
Oh yeah. Haha! It was worth it.
Congratulations, you found one of the most awkward travel strats ever conceived in this game.
Alrighty. Bye.
Go. Now your Estus Flask will heal significantly better. Alright, don't rest, don't rest, don't rest.
Yes.
Just Homeward Bone. Just Homeward Bone. Just okay.
Whee!
And now you can take those moss clumps off your bar.
Oh yeah. Boop. All right,
Cool.
let's go fuck some guys up.
Yeah. Now
This way.
you won't have to double chug to heal up as much.
I thought you said these guys didn't come back.
The knights don't.
Oh, right.
Having fun?
There we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a semi-invisible guy that like tries to backstab.
Did he
you.
just?
I
I think he did. Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't got fully just rolled off the ledge. Nailed it. He's really playing Dark Souls.
The ultimate weapon against any gank squad, gravity. By the way, be careful with this guy. He does a lot of damage.
Oh, you are double-handing. Okay. Oh, now you're not. Aha!
GG.
Oh. Yaha!
You were a fucking disgrace, Gabriel.
How dare
And
you?
you know, I respect it. By the way, are you ready to meet the lore cat?
Sure, that sounds fun.
To your left. To your left, behind you.
Oh.
Up.
Oh, hi. You're a nightmare.
Is it not so that thou
That's not the voice I expected.
that cometh thee not
Welcome to the lore cat, Alvina.
My
Or Alvinia.
voice true.
I think it's Alvina.
Forget this.
Alvina.
The legend of Artorias art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own.
You're doing some real nice
Go not
taffy.
yonder knocking for nothing, I say.
Look at her go.
What? What did they ask?
She said Artorias doesn't exist. His legend's a lie. All of that is fake. There's no way anyone can do that. Do you believe me?
I was like, again, I did not get a yes or no question out of that.
She hit you with the "Do you understand?"
I mean, genuinely no, but I feel like would that just repeat? Is this the owl situation?
This is whether she decides, all right, we're cool, or I'm going to fucking murder you.
I'm gonna say yeah, cool. Okay.
And she's like, oh shit, you do believe me. All right, cool.
What a nightmare mouth.
Of the dark root wood. I
Okay.
command hunters who track down defilers of the forest graves.
Okay.
Say, wilt thou not join us?
Is this like a covenant?
Believe we would soon
This is a covenant where the way it works is that that area you just went through, members of this covenant will invade you for free when you go through that area.
Gotcha.
And their job is to murder you at all costs.
Gotcha.
And they get a bunch of random really good loot for it, and a bunch of souls, and get really strong, and then come back to murder more trespassers to ensure that no one goes anywhere close to Artorias' grave.
Fun.
So she's asking you if you'd like a piece of that action.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but
I mean, we're in offline mode, but like, do you for the sake of like your role playing experience, do you join the forest?
there's no fucking care. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna. Sure, why not? This is the first one of these I've actually run into, I think.
Yeah. So the way that this covenant works is that it actually makes all the forest hunter NPCs, all the human NPCs in this area, stop fighting you
Gotcha.
until you enter the boss room. If you ever enter the boss room once, it automatically abandons the covenant, locks it off until your next playthrough, and aggroes everything.
Fantastic. So, basically, it doesn't matter because.
You're about to fight the boss.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, this is effectively a stopping point for a playthrough if you decide to do it. This is like you have rejected your destiny and are doing this other thing instead.
Gotcha.
Which is a cool idea conceptually,
forsooth.
but in a case like this, it kind of ends up being just
Forsooth. Man. You don't get a lot of those.
Oh, there's also a merchant, but his main gimmick is that he sells shit that's otherwise really rare drops. But you keep getting all of them, so fuck it.
Gotcha.
Also, you want some really good armor?
I mean, I like my armor, but sure.
Alright, go out of this building and go left.
Oh, okay.
You may think to yourself, but there's a cliff there, Suzume. Not if you go left again.
Aha!
Don't worry about the sliding. Oh, you're worried it's a minute. Yeah, I'm sure it's safe.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, probably
I
one
can
of my favorite
cosplay.
armor. Yeah, probably one of my favorite armor sets. Because it's like it's the earliest possible like really heavy armor you can get.
Right.
'Cause you can,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because if you kill the stray demon and then buy the Crest of Artorias, you can get here before fighting the gargoyles.
I think I can actually...
You
wear
would be an
this.
absolute monster of poise if you wear that armor.
Well, I can wear at least that and keep my roll, I think.
I mean, if you equip Havel's ring, you can get all of it.
Hmm.
And you will need the Ring of Steel protection because you'll get massively buffed from the stone armor itself. And also a bunch of extra poise. Now what's your roll look like? The exact same.
Haha! Now my shield looks weird, but whatever.
Also, you're green.
I am blending in.
I'm sure that
Active
won't skip.
camo. I'm playing Metal Gear Souls now.
Oh god. Alright, so, if you go to the right, you'll go to a place that's a trap, because that's where the ladder was, and that's where the 3 mini-bosses are. Which, by the way, are just a bunch of Alvinas, but like, 5 times her size.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's the runt of the litter. And if you go straight on, you'll make a new friend.
I see mushrooms.
Yeah,
Lots of
there's
them.
mushroom. There's mushroom for improvement here.
Wah, 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 wah.
There's actually an ember around here, but it's like for an element type that you don't seem to give a shit about because you're running a dex build, not an intelligence build.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah. So you can safely ignore that.
Will do.
Behold. Wait, look at the door again. Yes. Behold, the
Kingdom
brilliant
Hearts?
ass crack of destiny.
I was gonna say it's Kingdom Hearts.
I know now.
Without a doubt.
Kingdom Hearts is kind of a mossy, mushroomy piece of shit. So, you'll never guess as to what might be behind this door.
Yeah, what could it possibly be?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
Such a mystery.
Well, no time like the present. Wait.
You also need the Crest of Artorias for this.
Okay. Well, one, some good clipping going on there. You'd think they'd, but okay. The other is that light was in front of the door, not behind it,
Yeah.
which is very funny.
Yeah.
Just like getting right below it.
I think it's like a seal that is actually part of the door, not like light shining through the door.
I mean, that feels like a way to explain a graphical choice.
Yeah. Wait. Before you approach that sword,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna ask you to take a wide berth and go around.
Does it matter which way?
No. Okay, maybe not that wide.
Well, I figured better safe than sorry.
I guess. Yeah, because there's an item there it's not useful for the boss fight, but, you know, item descriptions.
I don't know where the, like, trigger is on this, so...
It's at the sword.
Gotcha. Boop, Boop, boop.
Hornet ring.
This is for one of the other knights.
Yeah.
Boost critical attacks. Chaos. Oh, okay. One of the 4 Knights of Gwyn. Belong to Lord's Blade Sieran?
Karen.
Okay. By boosting critical attacks, its wearer can annihilate foes, as Karen's dagger laid waste to Lord Gwyn's enemies. Like how that
Yeah.
one actually explains it, but not this one is still like...
Well, it said Artorias had an unbendable will to steel.
I guess it's more like this one is... like couches it in lore. This one's like, it boosts critical attacks. Like... you know, those famous things that are very real and that people do all the time.
By increasing the poise stat, you can ignore a bunch of bullshit.
You know, I joked about the door being Kingdom Hearts.
This is very Keyblade Graveguard.
Yeah.
Graveyard. We're about to be at the
very
Graveguard.
Keyblade Graveyard coded.
Yeah, it's about to get less Kingdom Hearts and more definitively Dark Souls.
I mean, like I said, this is literally the first thing I ever heard about Dark Souls.
Oh yeah. You
Was
know
this
him,
boss fight.
I love him.
But I've literally never seen it. I do love that that is just like a wolf model that they made really big. Like, that's just like a 10 times scaled up wolf model. Like, as someone who has genuinely never actually seen this boss fight before, I thought he looked different. I assumed he was a bit more designed, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, he's just a dog.
He's just a big dog.
Yep. Because here's the thing about Sif. Do you mind if I take this boss fight as an opportunity to exposit?
Knock yourself out.
Right. So,
Oh, yeah.
Artorias, the so-called Abyss Walker, had a companion in the form of the great Grey Wolf Sif. Sif was a good boy. Like, a really, really good boy. To the point that Artorias refused to let him participate in the fight against the Abyss when he forged a covenant in order to betray the Abyss and fight it off from Anorlando and Lordran. So, Artorias gave up his great shield, called the Cleansing Great Shield, in order to protect Sif from the influence of the Abyss, so that he could fight the Abyss alone. And so, Sif was spared, but Artorias was never seen again. However, his great sword did eventually find his way in tribute to his grave, which was then forever protected by his loyal companion. And also a weird cat. And some guys with claymores. And a mushroom for some reason. And like a butterfly?
Got it in one.
Wow, you killed that very quickly. You killed that like super fast. You didn't even give it the chance for phase 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
you
do
know what
I
it does? You know
get
what phase
to-
2? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for, there they are.
Oh yeah, do the third one from the right. Or that. But yeah, you know what phase 2 is?
No.
At about like when it has like a third of its health left, it like starts limping and whimpering around.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and then its attacks get really slow and awkward, but also do a shit ton of damage.
Gotcha.
And so it's like really hard to dodge, and it's like the game, it's like trying to force you out of the fight. so then when you come back, you're like, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to fight the dog. I don't want to fight the good boy. He's a good boy. So, but then you have to fight him again because you need the ring to beat the game.
Gotcha. All right.
So yeah, speaking of the Abyss Walker, the Covenant of Artorias.
Traverse Abyss. Got it.
Yep, I wonder what it does.
It's where Lycosaurus himself can traverse the abyss.
Yeah. Traversing the Abyss? No.
The Abyss Traverser traverses the abyss.
God forbid. But yeah, so that was a ring that was forged in order to allow Artorias to
Traverse the abyss.
Traverse the abyss.
What?
Yes. And as per its name, it was made in a covenant Which is weird considering the Abyss is supposed to be this like primordial, unthinking force that wants to consume everything. So the idea of it being intelligent enough to make a covenant with someone is a bit suspect, don't you think?
If you say so.
Makes you think that maybe it's something a little bit more than an unthinking primordial force that wants to consume everything?
Is it maybe a big hand? Is there a big hand that's part of it? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to find that out some other time. Maybe when we take a visit to Ulasil?
I was gonna say maybe in the DLC.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe a little bit.
You'll
Bit
meet
of
me
foreshadowing?
again in the sequel. But in the DLC.
In Dark Souls 1, 2.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting that to take longer and to be the end of the stream.
You didn't think you'd kick Sif's ass so easily?
No, I really did.
Well, you're wearing stone armor. What level are you?
Like 50 something.
Okay, that's actually kind of middling for this.
52.
But you also have like a really good weapon. You have good tanky stats. You have high poise. You have freshly upgraded your Estus flask. And also, you're not a fucking idiot like me. So you handle that pretty intelligently.
Yeah, so there's one thing I've learned from the little bits of watching Dark Souls and also from just people talking about it. It's that often not locking on is the best move, especially against bigger enemies.
It depends on the situation. It's one of those things where like you have to learn when and when not.
Yeah, and like against him, it was like okay, he's got a big sword that he's mostly hitting in front of him. So if I get like under or behind him, is like especially under him because it didn't seem to hit under him at all. It definitely seemed like the best move because he wasn't like stomping around like some dudes do. So as long as I wasn't getting hit by the sword, I was okay.
Yeah.
Haha.
So, I realized you said that was going to be the end of the stream, but is it the end of the stream?
No, because I still have like 40 minutes, basically.
Okay, in that case, you want to go to Ghost Town?
I guess.
Because that is the next step on our journey.
Okay. So new
remember what I said about
Londo,
endings?
right? That is.
Yeah, old New Londo. You should probably Homeward Bone, because now the place is going to be full of freshly angered forest hunters that all want your soul and your blood and your body.
I mean, fair. I did kill a dog. That's not very cool of me.
You killed the good boy. How could you?
I know. What an asshole. Speaking of, I don't know why I said speaking of. It's completely unrelated. Well, I guess I got his souls, so.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you'd like to, you can actually make a really good greatsword with that can fight the ghosts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would I be able to use it?
I don't know. Hold on. That's actually a very good question.
Can I... That'll be Undead Parish?
Sort of. Let me... Hold on.
Actually, I'm gonna go there anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not like it costs anything.
Yeah, the weapon I'm referring to is the so-called Great Sword of Artorias, which is the sword that Sif was using.
Right.
There are two versions of it. One is cursed, one is cleansed. The cursed one can attack the ghosts. The cleansed one deals a shit ton of extra holy damage and prevents resurrection of undead enemies, such as skeletons in the catacombs.
Also.
Oh yeah, and you can give him the ember. So, which would you prefer to aim for?
There's no reason not to do this, right?
Yeah, you're not dooming him or anything, don't worry.
His animation is weird.
Jittery?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you prefer to have a weapon that can permanently affect the ghosts, or weapons that'll kick absolute ass from the start to finish of when you enter the catacombs and try to hunt down Gravelord Nito?
Oh, jeez.
Do you want a buff against the Abyss or a buff against the Gravelord?
I mean, it depends. Can I actually use it?
Well, The cursed one requires 24 strength, 18 dexterity, 18 faith, and 18 intelligence.
So I can't use that.
The cleansed sword requires 24 strength, 18 dexterity, 20 intelligence, and 20 faith.
So I can't use either of those. Got it.
Not without some leveling.
Some significant leveling, which quite frankly, I don't feel like doing.
Understandable.
Because that's a lot of leveling. I have an 8 faith and a 15 strength. So these swords are not happening.
Yeah. In that case, would you like a shield that will be useless in the immediate term, but spectacular later? Because you can make the Great Shield of Artorias.
Oh.
Which requires 34 strength, but is the best shield in the game for some, like, end game encounters that if you go into the DLC, we're probably going to do.
That's 19 strength I need.
Yeah.
For that.
There is a significant number of bosses between us and the DLC, though. Because, like, the DLC is going to be, like, the last thing we do before the end game.
Yes, that would basically mean I would have to spend basically every level from here for a while on strength. I guess.
Would you like to?
I don't know, because that doesn't really help. Oh, okay, I guess it... No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't actually help the damage of this. Like, I don't know if that's really worth it. Like... The face on this thing's really dumb. I can actually see my eyes through it.
The face on the helmet?
Yeah.
Understandable.
My nice sunken eyes.
Yeah, so those are like the three things you can get. You can use either of the like area-specific greatswords you can use. Honestly, the greatswords are specifically like they're the kinds of weapons that like are a bit overkill for like early game, but like once you're like super high level and like 3 game levels in, and like you can benefit from scaling and shit, they're absolute monsters.
Right.
It's like that kind of weapon where it's like it's an investment early on and a mega payoff later.
Well, right,
meanwhile,
which
the
I'm
Great
not doing
Shield-
multiple playthroughs. Like, that's not a thing I'm
Yeah.
doing here.
Which is why we're probably not going to use the great swords. But the great shield is the sort of thing that's like just enough of an investment where by the time it's useful, you will probably have very easily gotten what you need to use it. But only if you start planning for it now.
Yeah, which is kind of the thing. Which is, I'm going to say, it's a thing I've mentioned many times. It's why I hate stat allocation.
Understandable.
Especially in this game, because I believe this game does not have any way to reset it.
Unfortunately, no, there is not. That, I
Yeah.
believe, they added with Dark Souls 2, and it's been a mainstay of every title ever since.
Yeah, because it's almost like making you restart the game if you fuck up your stats is a completely bullshit thing to do to people.
Oh yeah, and they learn from their mistakes.
And the amount of people I heard about who played this game, they was like, oh yeah, you have to like restart after like 10 hours and you figure out how you actually want to do stats, and it's like, that's bad game design. Full stop. I feel okay saying that.
Yep, which is why they never did it again.
Even though people
Except for Bloodborne.
will give me shit for it.
But it's okay because Bloodborne is easy, so it doesn't really matter.
See, that just makes me feel like shit. I've told you my Bloodborne experience many times.
Oh, well, when I say that like Bloodborne's easy, so it doesn't matter, I mean that like stats individually aren't that big a deal, and usually the best option, unless you're trying to min-max, is just level health and then level health and then level health again, and you'll be good. Because all the starting weapons are really good, really viable. All of the upgrades that you have to go out of your way for are only super necessary if you're doing PvP. So like you can ignore the challenge dungeons if you're just playing solo.
Gotcha.
And everyone's going to want to level health because it's a Dark Souls game. Who plays a Dark Souls game and doesn't level health?
I mean, people.
You see, the joke there is that when I first tried to play Bloodborne, I barely touched my health, because I heard there was a weapon that was really cool that needed like a stat called Arcane. What I didn't realize was that that weapon wouldn't be available until after I beat every boss in the game.
That's cool.
It's like because it's like an Easter egg at the end. And I was a fucking idiot.
Good games, man.
Well, that was my fault for being. I was told of one cool weapon and assumed that I'd be able to get it early, when that was not the case. And so I invested into a stat that was like presented as like, hey, here's the specific thing you should only use if you know where to get the things that benefit from it. And then I didn't know how to actually utilize it, so I was a super weak character for the entire game. And it was actually kind of really engaging because I had to take everything really seriously, but that's kind of a me thing. But yeah, that one I take credit for. That was my.
I don't know if the game had a way to say redo your stat allocation, that wouldn't have been a problem.
I mean, yeah, but.
Or just didn't have stat allocation.
Bloodborne's easy, so whatever.
But yeah, so.
You know what? Considering your disdain for that side of character building, you might actually really like Code Vein.
I did like Code Vein. I have beaten Code Vein.
Well, shit, never mind. That's the end of the conversation, I guess.
I did, in fact, like Code Vein. I beat Code Vein. I had a pretty good time with it.
I felt like I was being really clever bringing up the thing that we hadn't considered before. But no, I guess you've already beaten it.
Yep. I have enjoyed several non-Souls games. I just don't like the Souls games, which are the game. Well, it's funny. Like, I like all the ones that people who like Souls games don't like because they're not, I don't know, hardcore enough, I guess, or something.
Well, a lot of times it's because like they don't really nail the feel. Like you probably gathered by now that there's a very specific feeling, like this kind of intangible thing about how it feels to like.
It is
play
taking
the game,
all of my
and such.
restraint to not be incredibly mean and dismissive and shitty in response to that. And it's not a thing I would even really mean, but it is just like, oh, it has a really specific feel, and I so just really want to say, yeah, like shit. But just because it would be funny. Not because it's actually what I feel.
That would be funny, actually, because honestly, it's a very hard thing to put into words because I'm not smart.
I get that.
But like I've felt it, and I'm sure you probably, considering how many rats you killed to get all that stack of humanity, you probably felt it too.
Yeah, holding down the circle button, I felt it in my hands.
I felt it in the pit that is now burned into my thumb.
Yeah, well, it's actually less that. It's more like my thumb like joint starts hurting really bad because holding down a button with my thumb. Look, there's a reason that I have started taking full advantage of games that have the accessibility thing of making you not mash buttons anymore. And instead, you can just hold the button down for a little bit because mashing buttons actively fucks up my hands in a very real way.
Yeah, there's a setting in God of War, the 2018 one, that I turned on that I was so happy that there's this like special kind of door that you get a spike that you can open. And there's like a mini game that happens. It's like, oh, this is cool. You gotta search for the thing. But there's so many of those doors, and it got old really quickly, because if you don't do it fast enough, it resets.
Yeah, okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I changed a setting that made it like, oh, you can just skip the minigames. Like, you can do that?
Yeah.
And so I did that, and now they're just doors. You get a key that's later in the game.
Yeah.
And it's a lot cooler.
All of the Sony games are pretty good about accessibility stuff. It's very much a thing they have like prided themselves on.
Is that why Bloodborne's so easy?
Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, because like the Spider-Man games are the things in particular that I think of with the like letting you turn off button mashing, because it gets gets old and B just physically hurts. It's why I'm glad that the the 14 button mashing stuff is a thing that is just mash any button. And so what I
you
do.
Just face roll the keyboard.
Well, I don't play on PC. So
the keyboard to mash.
I don't know if it would
We do the
actually
monster mash.
work. What I actually do is I take a tube of chapstick and just rub it across the face buttons of my controller. And it completes them in like a second. It rules. And it's way easier on my hand.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's fun. It actually came up the other day because we went back and did Warrior of Light Extreme with my raid group to just fuck around a little bit. But what are we doing? Since we're not getting any of those weapons, because I don't feel like putting 19 points into strength.
I forget what we're doing. New Londo.
Okay,
New Londo.
I am becoming hyper aware. Okay, look at my legs.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing. You are playing. I believe you're playing. Here's a fun little thing about game dev lore. I believe this is present in Demon's Souls as well, where player customization is like one of the lowest priorities in the Souls dev pipeline. And so they style all of the animations, and I mean all of the animations are set under the assumption that it will just be one specific character type doing it, and more often than not, it's the male type.
Right.
So in the event that there is a female character type that they add because they have enough time for it, and yet they didn't have enough time to make the demon ruins a better level in this game. Ooh, real controversial hot take. They add the new stances and idle animations, but they did not adjust the endpoints, like the resting points for all the moving animations, like blocking and attacking and interacting with stuff. So the end point for all the animations is the start of the idle for the male character. But as the female character, there's a gap between that and the idle of your actual character, so it like whomps into place.
It's mostly the way that like the like skirt thing on this like stretches. Though all of the like resetting is pretty funny. It's like, all right, I gotta put my hands out and my knees in because it's a girl, and so they have to be slightly bow-legged because that's just fucking how Japan works.
I think they got better about it in like the other games because they had a bigger budget because they were more famous now.
At least they don't make the female characters run like complete idiots, which is a genuine problem I have with especially a lot of Japanese games. The one I always think of is Final Fantasy X-2, where Yuna has just like the worst fucking run I've ever seen.
Isn't it like super wimpy?
It's the super like swinging my hands fully back and forth run, and it's like nobody runs like this. Who the fuck would run like this? No human being would run like this. I'm sorry.
Inhuman creature.
But yeah. So what are we doing? Now that we've gone off on our big tangent about whatever the fuck that was?
We're going to New Londo.
Okay. Firelink. I guess I should just do some leveling. Should I just? I don't know.
I mean, oh god, I didn't realize just how low your strength was.
Yes,
right,
exactly.
You've been using the weep sword.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, do you want to start leveling your strength?
I don't.
I mean, even if you don't end up using the shield, it'll be an opportunity to use a wider variety of weaponry. And it does get a little bit of scaling with the katana, not much.
No, it doesn't.
But a little bit. Does it not?
No.
Wait, does Uji Katana not have descaling in this game?
No.
Hold on. Show me the description for the thing.
It's literally B dexterity.
Holy shit, it doesn't scale with strength in this one.
Yeah.
It scales with strength in every other game! Every other game has like a little, like a bit of supplementary strength scaling, but I guess in this game they really wanted that split to be more defined.
Yeah.
Neat.
I guess.
Fucking catch pole. I've only gotten to use the catch pole once before, and it was actually kind of great. It's a fantastic weapon. So yeah, we are going to Firelonk. Firelonk Shroon.
Because that's kind of my thing with the strength is I don't really get any benefit out of it until I hit, what is it, 34?
Well, for the shield specifically, yes, but there are also like weapons that need strength and dexterity to use.
Is any of that going to be better than the katana, though?
There are some curved greatswords that are actually really nice.
I guess.
And also, if you have a weapon called the Claymore, it scales off strength and dexterity, unless I'm misremembering that too. And it's just awesome. And you have the flamberges and the Black Knight sword. Those are all strength weapons.
Yeah,
That have like a bit of extra, that have like a bit of extra dexterity scaling. It's like go down to the flamberge. Flamberge. Yeah. And then the Black Knight sword. I don't think you have the intelligence and faith for that. It doesn't need intelligence and faith in this game. If he just gets 20 strength, you can use one of the best weapons in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. And like that's assuming you don't two-hand it, which you probably will. Let's be honest. It's kind of the expectation with heavy weapons.
They're great. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Is I really like the parrying.
Well, if you get 20 strength, you can one-hand it, parry,
Oh.
and then you can riposte with a fucking Black Knight greatsword.
Yeah, but they swing so slow.
I mean, yeah, but you have poise.
Yeah. Then I have to upgrade them too.
You have Twinkling Titanite. Also,
No, I
you
don't.
have-
I used it.
Oh. Well, you will get Twinkling Titanite.
I upgraded the shield.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah. Because I like doing this.
That's fair.
Like, yeah. We're really hitting on exactly why I don't like these mechanics.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it actively discourages experimentation.
That makes sense.
Which is how I feel about a lot of similar.
I forgot that your character's name was
mechanics.
Gabrielle.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
I mean, that's my 14 character also, because it's a teamwork
yeah.
character. But yeah, it's like a different but weirdly similar thing to Metal Gear Solid 5, which it feels like the entire game is about experimenting and fucking around with all the different items you can bring on missions. But
Isn't there like one item that's better than everything else though?
well,
in that game?
there's supposedly that. That's a whole, I think, kind of a thing.
Yeah, 'cause wasn't there like a balloon thing that you could just
Well, that's
immediately remove
different.
anyone
That's a core mechanic of the game.
Oh, I'm misremembering that.
the
I
balloon
didn't
stuff.
actually play it myself. I just heard other people whine about it.
But it's more that like any of the gear you bring on a mission costs resources.
So why not just go into everything naked, get a bunch of resources, and then use endgame stuff later?
Well, because you don't find equipment in missions in that game. Things are
Then
not
invest in unarmed skills.
because there's only one. There's
Then use that
choking
one.
dudes, and that
Yeah.
is not really feasible in a lot of situations. And sometimes you fight a fucking giant robot.
Choke the robot, dummy.
If only. But Like, compared to literally every other Metal Gear game, where you just get all your gear as you play, and then you have everything, and you can just fuck around as you see fit, making it mission-based, and then every time you go out on a mission, you have to spend resources to bring different gear, and like I said, it discourages experimentation, because you're wasting consumable resources to experiment.
It discourages me from experimenting. It discourages me from buying your game.
And having a good time. It also, with everything that game does story-wise. But that's a whole separate conversation for a separate thing.
Yeah, I think we can get to that when the time comes for me to actually play Metal Gear.
I don't need to litigate one of the two pieces of media I will feel totally comfortable saying I hate. Which is not a thing I try not to say lightly about things. I try to be okay and be like, this just isn't for me. It's not my thing. But there are two things, one video game, one anime, that I will say I fucking hate, and I semi-judge people who like them. And that's, yeah. There are only two things that I have that strong of an opinion about. But, so stats.
So one could say that it's not very good.
Yes, it's not very good in very specific ways that actively make me angry to think about.
I mean, you got good health, you got good endurance. At this point, I would feel confident in just leveling strength and dexterity both.
Okay.
Just to have access to a variety of weapons in general.
Gotcha.
Because, like, if you get those both to, like, 30-something...
You can use most things.
Then, yeah, you can use... You can use a lot of things.
Gotcha.
Like, at this point, I'd probably bring my strength up to, like, 20 anyway.
Okay. Sure. Let's do it.
Even if just for the Black Knight sword.
Do the souls tell you how much they give?
No.
It's annoying.
I would recommend using them for the item menu so you can pop more than one at once. As opposed to loading them all into your hotbar, because that'd be like one at a time.
I don't have a ton of them as it is. Yeah, they don't say. Many souls require souls. Yeah, fuck it. It's just.
Oh, you know what you could do? You could use the Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly to make the crystal round shield.
Where? How? What?
So you know what the crystal round shield does?
No. This may surprise you, but I don't.
It sucks.
Oh. But?
No.
Okay.
Sucks.
So, I'm not gonna do that.
Let me remind myself of exactly why it sucks. Hold on. Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. No, it's not the crystal round shield. It's the crystal ring shield.
That seems like a distinction without a difference.
Yeah.
It's still a circular shape.
Weapon born from the mystical creature of the Darkroot Garden, the Moonlight Butterfly, imbued with a powerful crystal power like the butterfly created by Seep the Scaleless, can emit crystal light rings.
Okay.
Has
so is
the
that
highest...
like the thing that those guys do, the golems, when they like punch the ground and?
No, that's a miracle called Tranquil Walk of Peace.
No, not those golems. The crystal golems.
Oh, no, that's just an AoE attack they have.
Gotcha.
This is more like a laser rings.
Gotcha.
Yeah, which ironically returned as a miracle in Dark Souls 3 despite being technically a sorcery here, but like, tied to the shield.
How could they?
God, yeah, how what a betrayal.
Hope someone got fired for that blunder.
So what I didn't realize is, like, according to the wiki, it has the highest magic resistance in the game, and is tied with Havel's Great Shield for it.
Okay.
So
why is it bad?
Because that's the one thing it does well.
Gotcha.
So it is worth getting for very specific situations.
Right, but realistically, I have this.
Yeah, and how much strength does that
Oh,
need?
yeah. Well, you know. These things
Well,
happen.
the crystal ring shield needs 10.
Oh, okay.
10 strength.
Gotcha.
Its entire job is blocking magic.
Gotcha. I mean, this thing has an 80. Whoops. So, you know, it's not nothing.
You know what the magic defense on the crystal ring shield is?
100?
90.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay.
You could also use the Soul of Kelag to make one of 2 nifty weapons.
Will I
One is
actually
a,
use them?
Well, one is Kelag's Fury Sword, which is a straight sword that looks really weird, but catches fire whenever you swing it.
Okay.
And scales with your level of humanity.
Okay.
So if you have a bunch of humanity eaten,
Right.
it does like a bunch of extra damage.
Right.
Like 70 extra damage.
Right. Yeah, it's okay. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
and then there's alternatively, if you have a plus 10 katana, you can craft the Chaos Blade.
Okay.
A curved sword born from the soul of Kelag, daughter to the Witch of Islip, who is transformed into a Chaos Daemon. This blade inherits only the chaotic nature of Kelag and has a unique speckled design. Blade wielder erodes along with their opponent.
That sounds bad.
So more specifically,
Does it drain your health or something while you...
trying to see like specific math on it. It eats 20 HP with every successful hit to an enemy.
Yeah, I'm good.
It also does a shit ton of bleed and scales with humanity.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't want to... I don't really like the idea. I'm not, like... here to do fucking, like, speedrun strats.
Oh, I know. I'm just like, you got a bunch of boss souls, and I want to give you a rundown of like what you can do with them. And also, it's just kind of a fascinating thing. Are you at New Londo yet?
No, I wasn't sure we were doing.
I was reading the wiki out of curiosity while you run around and do stuff on your end. But then I remember you never played this game before, so you don't know where the fuck to go.
Yeah, like...
So yeah, go to Fireleak Shrine. Also put the transient curse on your
Right.
hotbar.
It's funny, like, we have at this point kind of fucked around enough that we are getting close to having to actually stop.
Oh shit. Alright, do you want to do something dumb then?
Maybe? I assume it won't take long since
Alright. Go to the Chamber of the Princess.
I
We'll do something
no
that's-
idea what that is.
It's a bonfire you can warp to.
Okay.
It's where Guinevere was.
Okay. Is?
Is. Yeah, is.
I do know, but...
Yeah. You know what we're doing?
Wait, are you gonna make me shoot her?
I'm not gonna make you,
No, I'm good.
but I'm presenting you with the option. Because there's a boss we can fight if we do. And it's like 2 feet away.
I mean, is that a thing worth doing right now? When I said I,
I
had like
mean-
10 minutes?
Yeah,
Try and go
it's
fight
an
a
easy
boss?
boss. It's an easy boss, but it's a cool one.
Unless it gets her own music.
Yeah, she's got her own thing.
You sure about this?
I am very sure.
I actually didn't realize that this did anything besides bad stuff.
It does stuff.
I mean, I know the biggest thing it does. I just didn't realize it actually like, unlocked a boss fight.
Well, the alternative path to the boss fight is like going through like a side cave full of skeletons and pitfalls and fall damage and bullshit to get a ring that you have no other use for.
Oh, I think I actually know the exact place here. Is that the place that the like semi-famous gif of getting kicked off a ledge by a skeleton is from?
No, but it's near that. And we
Okay.
will get to that in time.
Gotcha.
You will enter the bone zone soon enough.
Gotcha. Because if it's a boss that I can still do anyway. I don't know.
Do you want to be stuck in a room with a fireball throwing necromancer, 3 giant skeletons, and a black knight with an enormous axe the size of Kansas?
Can I
to get a
parry
ring
the
that you'll-
axe?
While you're suffering hit stun from a fireball, no.
I mean, but I'm invincible while
Shoot the lady!
Thought you said you weren't gonna make me do it.
I just like pull out a block. I'm gonna do it myself!
Right between the eyes.
Yeah. Besides, she doesn't exist anyway.
Yeah, I know.
She's off in Dark Souls 3 bleeding over a rock.
That's a really hilarious noise. Yeah, then everything gets all
Tarnisheth the godmother's image,
eh.
Tarnished! Elden Ring!
and thy transgression shall
Sorry.
not go unpunished.
Oopsie daisy.
Perish in the twilight of
Oopsie
Anor Londo.
daisy.
I think I did a bad. Thanks.
Yeah, Guinevere isn't here. She left, like, a long time ago.
Now everything's all dark and shitty.
You should rest at that bonfire. Cool.
So where are we going?
Also, you get a Firekeeper soul for this.
So where are we going?
Down the elevator.
What elevator? Where am I
The
even?
side. Do you want the skinny boy elevator or the fat boy elevator?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The ones that after the Ornstein and Smoke fight. These ones.
Well, that one's
Go back.
there's
Go
nothing.
back. Go back. Go back. It's coming up.
You make it sound like I remembered any of this. Like
What?
it was
You
literally
mean-
6 months ago.
You mean you forgot the game that you haven't played for like half a year? Oh, God forbid.
Okay.
Go on. have fun with Gwendolyn's wild ride. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
You gonna attack or you just
I
gonna?
think he wants to parry you.
That was way less damage than I expected, to be honest.
Oh, he has a lot of health. You might want to make it. Oh wait, no, you're using Havel's ring, aren't you? There we go. Okay,
A
that's
lot of health, my
significantly less
ass.
health. I guess he just resists slash, which doesn't really come into play when you stab him in the stomach. Have fun trying to parry that, by the way.
Oh!
Oh,
I don't even know which thing that was that hit me.
all of them. You should not leave that room.
I'm trying
If you go outside, it gets worse.
Okay. Okay, so it's the big boy who does damage.
Yeah. Be aware, I'm pretty sure the Boulder guy does have a Hornet ring,
Oh,
so do not let him get behind you.
gotcha. Oh, what? Oh,
Or do that.
jeez.
Oh no, he doesn't have the Hornet ring, he just hurts. Yeah, at that point, you're gonna have to double chug if you're tanking that. On the bright side, these guys don't respawn, so if you kill one of them...
I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Oh, they can't hit each other?
Unfortunately, no.
It's not like those crystal golems in the Hydra.
Yeah. That one I will argue was way early on your part.
Yeah, no, that was bad.
God, this would be a great time for a jumping attack if you knew how to do that. But I don't think you've ever used it.
The wrong button. That's way too late. Stop it. That's...
No!
Can I not parry his, like, big thrust?
You can, but remember the parry frames are, like, on the latter end of the animation, not at the start of it. Your parry has to preempt their attack, not respond to it. Frame-wise. It's less that you're repelling them with your shield and more that you're repelling them with the air that your shield is wafting their way.
Right.
I think is the best way I can describe it. I forgot the range on the Baldur side sword was a little bit bullshit.
Oh god.
I can feel the fatigue coming
There
through in
we
the
go.
button mash. Yeah! I can feel the fatigue coming through in the spirit of the button mashing.
Okay. Let's wait for him to go back to...
Kick him, kick him, kick him. He can't parry you.
I
Kick him.
I cannot do that consistently.
Well, bear in mind, every time you hit him, it builds up bleed. So if he's just blocking like that, you can... If he just blocks with his weapon, you can just harass him until he bleeds and he takes a shit ton of damage. You just kind of let that one happen. Hit him again! Yeah!
Okay. So that's these chuckleheads.
Yep. Are you ready for the real fight?
No, because I have one Estus flask.
It's okay, I believe in you. It's down the stairs. Freaking silhouette in the distance is kind of terrifying, actually.
Hi, hi.
So it was you, was it? Dare you
Just
Oh.
opening up with a fat roll.
Okay.
ever get this far? I shall end your
I forgot about you.
now. It is the least that I can do.
She seems nice. Oh, I forgot she had an S stock. Is she not gonna do the thing? There's a spell she has.
Oh no!
And a parrying dagger! Holy shit, that was a lot of damage! Well, if that happens again, you're dead. She kind of broke from him. The fat roll is really does not make her intimidating. I am fondly remembering that one MMA fight. That one gif of a guy in an MMA fight where he like started dodge rolling in the middle of it and it like looked exactly like, it had the same exact energy.
But how?
Yeah!
This woman is a threat. Master,
Hell yeah, she is.
Hooray.
Okay, now are you ready for the objectively easier boss fight?
No, because I have no Estus flasks. And...
What if I told you there was a bonfire?
Okay. So where are we
I need
going?
you to take. Yeah, I need you to take this elevator all the way down.
Do you mean go down the steps or?
Like, use the crank to send the elevator down.
Okay.
Which I believe is counterclockwise. Because it's corkscrew rules. And he's following the staircase as if that were the corkscrew. Okay, and now go down.
Now go down the steps?
Yeah, I think. I don't know, it's hard to remember which of these lines up with what. There it
No,
is.
it's like a bonfire.
Yep. So, under normal circumstances, there's a big-ass statue there, but it's the same illusion as, it's the same illusion magic as Guinevere.
Gotcha.
So, breaking that illusion breaks the sunlight illusion, which breaks this illusion. God, you have so much humanity now. I'm jealous. If you want to kindle it, I would not blame you.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Oh yeah, you gotta be human for it, so you'll have to pop 2.
I didn't think I... Okay.
You were human before.
Oh.
Because remember you were able to summon Beatrice?
Oh, right. Jeez.
Yeah. Weird mechanics are still weird to this day.
I just don't think I realized that I was human that whole time, that I was like hunting those rats and stuff.
Whoops. Oh, you probably did it to like kindle the bonfire. That or you were human at the end of our last session.
I
and you
must...
never
No, because I
died.
definitely didn't make myself human again, so I must have been...
You want to know what that ring does?
Not really.
Nothing that you benefit from.
That sounds right. Oh, yeah. Okay.
God, I hope
Was
you're
a
looking
god of
forward to-
war, but his foolishness
I
led
hope
to
you're
a
looking
loss of the
forward to-
annals and a rescinding of his deific status. Even his name is not known.
Oh. For a long time, it was speculated that that was Solaire, but then it wasn't, and then people were kind of disappointed. All right, are you ready for one of the coolest visuals in the franchise?
Okay. So, okay.
First thou offendeth the godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great lord. I am the dark sun, Gwendolyn. Let the atonement for thy felonies commence.
Gotcha. Okay, I have seen this boss fight, but from the, I guess, proper way.
Oh yeah, if you like trespass. Also, if you've seen this boss fight, you know that you're about to get shot at. Be aware, the big balls go through the pillars. That's the big ball.
Gotcha. Oh, well, that's... Jeez.
Welcome to Gwendolyn.
Cool.
This is one of the fights where the ring shield comes in handy.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I can tell you I already hate this. You know... Okay.
Oh, arrows.
I was gonna say, this seems antithetical to wanting to do something quick.
If I might make a suggestion,
Go more aggro?
if you're next to them, and low on health, don't heal, just hit them. They have no melee capabilities.
Oh my god. Still... Is it exactly quick?
And when they're using the scatter shot,
Didn't mean to do that. Ow!
Oh! Yeah, the scatter shot and the bows, those do not go through pillars, but that does. So if they're doing the scatter shot because it's difficult to dodge, I recommend just hiding behind a pillar till he swaps.
Oh, fucking... Oh my
Hit again.
god. Oh my...
And again!
my god.
No! Damn it. Hope you're enjoying this action-packed soundtrack, by the way. Really gets the blood pumping.
It is weird how long their hitbox lingers.
Yeah, I personally am...
Cool!
I personally do not mind that particular bit of technical weirdness, because I feel like it benefits the people trying to
Well,
fight this guy.
yeah, I'm not, like, annoyed about it. It's just, like, kind of weird.
Suspect.
Nah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, well.
Arrows. More arrows.
No! Oh, my god.
No! That was so close. Arrows. Arrows. Arrows! Yes!
Stop!
Yeah!
Swathed in dark,
Congratulations, you've
eternal curse upon
you defeated the snake dark moon femboy weird one. You beat the weird one.
Hooray.
Yay! Also, are you ready to get your wonderful loot? I'm sure you're gonna love this.
Is it a miracle?
We'll see. If the boss reward chest were a mimic,
Haha!
then you could hit. Yeah!
It's almost
That
like they
needs-
gave you a ring that...
That needs 30 faith to cast, by the way. Also some really cool armor.
Like the armor that lady had?
Yep,
Okay.
it is entirely the same armor.
It is pretty cool.
This is the best reward, though.
Haha! Sick. That's actually pretty funny.
That one I think was like a developer oversight. I think they meant to put something in there, and they were like, "Oh, let's move it to this other location," and they never put anything else in it.
Feels like that ring should be in there.
Oh, probably. I guess they wanted to.
But they gave it to you before the fight?
Yeah, maybe they wanted it to be accessible without entering the thing. You know, for people who want to run miracle builds but
Yeah.
don't want to aggro Gwendolyn. By the way, hope you're ready to hear about the super fascinating and deep and engaging lore about Gwendolyn. I'm not actually familiar with the character.
They were the boy was raised as a girl, and that's basically what I know.
I know that Gwyn won another princess after Guinevere left, but got Gwendolyn instead, and tried to raise them as a Goyle. Arguable whether or not they succeeded. I'm sure there are some artists who would say very much that they succeeded. But that is not my
Oops,
domain.
didn't mean to do that.
That's not quite my domain of expertise.
Oh,
What?
really close to. Oh, this probably isn't going to be enough. Oh, I think it is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Now let's get a dex up.
Nice.
So
Oh,
that
by the
does-
way, you wanna know what the solo Gwendolyn can be used to make?
A miracle?
You can use it to make the tin Darkmoon Catalyst, which is for casting sorceries, and also a bow. The Darkmoon bow. It is it scales with dexterity and faith.
This is so fucking slow.
Oh, the greatsword.
Yes.
You should try the heavy attack.
No, that's like kind of what I'm talking about.
Look at the heavy attack though.
I know. It takes an hour.
That's a special, unique attack that is specific to the Black Knight sword.
Is it? Because
Yeah.
that sure looks the same, but it's like 5 times faster.
Well, did you not see the cool flourish at the end and the run up?
You mean the things that make it take 5 times longer to do?
Yeah. And also it has ridiculous tracking and damage modifier that's extra compared to normal, and like knockback and shit.
Yeah, knockback does a lot against these bosses.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. The enemies that are like rooted in place and don't actually have poise. But yeah, one of my favorite things to do with the Dark Knight sword, if you two-hand it, it goes from the big thrust to this enormous
yes.
golf swing.
Yes. I was just doing all those moves to
Oh,
see
yeah,
how
I
it
was-
felt
I was-
to see how
I
it
was
felt to
really
use, and it feels bad.
Yeah.
Compared to
Here's
this.
here's the really cool thing about the Black Knight sword. As a great sword, if you're two-handing it, then while you're attacking, you get an additional poise modifier. So what you can do is when you're fighting something, you can just pretend they don't exist and spam forever. And so long as you're wearing the heavy armor to support it, you win. That is the magic of heavy armor.
You know what I love? There being no
Pig
indication that that's how
farts.
those things work.
Oh. Well, it's like we both went some very different directions with that.
But that will, I guess, be where we end it for tonight.
Yeah,
then.
did an Easter egg that you weren't interested in, fought some enemies you didn't enjoy, a boss you found annoying, to level up and do a weapon that you don't like using. God, we did so much good today.
Sif was cool. I'm glad I saw Sif finally. Even if he is just a scaled up dog.
He's a good boy.
You took a regular ass dog model and made it 20 times the size.
Yeah. And by the way, in Dark Souls 3, in the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, which is the DLC you were thinking of earlier with the painting and such, there's like 2 mini-boss enemies that are just Sif but without a sword, and they have ice magic instead.
Fun. I thought the Painted World of something was like a DLC, or just the name of the zone.
There is a Painted World zone in Dark Souls 1, but I don't think you would want to be in there.
Gotcha.
It is positively hellish. It's funny, but it's hellish.
Gotcha. Alright. Well.
Although there is an enemy there that'd be really cool to see you fight, though, so maybe we should, just to see that.
Alright. Well, we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
We'll enter that painting when we come to it.
Yeah, we'll... I appropriate that you say we'll cross that bridge, considering there is a bridge in that area that's very focal to it.
Gotcha.
But we'll cross that proverbial bridge when we get to the
literal bridge.
Literal bridge, yes.
Haha. Yeah. So that was some Dark Souls. I have no idea when we'll get back to this.
So, some dark and/or dork and/or donk and/or dank souls.
Yeah. Because this week, Dawn Trail comes out, and that's what I'm doing next week, all on my own time. And so I don't know when I'm going to be up for doing streaming again. We'll see.
Gonna be a little bit preoccupied, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit. But I'm also literally taking the week off of work to do it, so I might get through it pretty quick. We'll see. But with that, I think that's it. I don't really have much to advertise right now or whatever at the moment, given how completely wild and sporadic streaming has been these days.
I mean, there's always the good old like and subscribe.
I guess people can do that if they want. You said it, so I don't have to. I don't have to debase myself by recommending, liking, and subscribing, and following, I guess, since people can't actually subscribe on Twitch to me. Ever. That'll never happen.
Gotta have a little more faith than that, buddy.
Dude, it's been 2 years, almost 3. And I stream even less than I did, so I'm not too broken up about it at this point. Just doing it for the love of the game, for the games. But yeah, that'll be.
Gonna join up the game.
That'll be our time. We'll be back someday, sometime. You can go check out
need to-
Suzu's.
You know what you and I need to
stuff.
do?
What?
We need to find a game that we can just fuck around with together. 'Cause, like, Dark Souls, I like Dark Souls. You are at this point, like, at some point, academically invested in Dark Souls. We need something that gets you in a good mood.
Those are all, none of those are. There's basically no co-op game we could play that would do that.
Don't you worry, Gabe. I got an idea. Tune in next week for Dark Souls 2.
And honestly, genuinely, the having you play things that I really like, I feel like is basically the best of that. I really wish we could get Sonic Unleashed working.
Oh god, yeah.
Which is still a thing I might test on my own time and try and figure it out, and because I've been thinking about that game a lot lately and how much I like it and wanting to play it again, and it's just a lot of stuff.
I've been thinking about Buff Werewolf Sonic a lot lately.
Kinda. That and like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Man, what a game.
God, yeah, I still need to play 7.
That I wouldn't be opposed to.
7 and 7 Remake, which I'm still debating how to arrange those.
Like I said,
part
your best move is to just play the original game and then play Remake.
Yeah, but like I'm caught, you know, because like part of me wants to do like 7 totally blind, but also part of me wants to respect it by getting the context of the original.
Yeah, I'll say Remake is very much designed with that context in mind.
Yeah.
So I've heard of plenty of people who have enjoyed it without it. But personally, I think playing the original game first is totally worth it.
I mean, I own them both at this point. I could probably start them at any time.
And I would be totally down for joining on that journey, because I like those games a lot. And I could, you know, nudge toward stuff without you having to just look at a guide, because otherwise, boy, for the original game, you'll miss stuff. Because it's an old JRPG, and that's how they...
aren't like older games like they get a little...
Esoteric?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that, I believe the prevailing idea was always that they were that way, like, to sell guides, I think, at the time. Because that was a big industry.
That's fair.
Though the famously fucked up Final Fantasy IX guide is always a thing.
Oh god, was that awful?
Yes, it, every, like, other page of it was just like, hey, to go see the full guide, go to Play Online. And it was like a guide that you had already, like, spent money on.
The whole thing was just an ad.
Like, kinda, yeah.
That's awful.
For a service that nobody likes. These are cool little JPEGs.
Oh yeah, the longer we stay in this room, the less it holds up.
That's awesome. All right. Well,
By
enough of the
way,
rambling.
oh,
What?
Fun fact about that, by the way.
Yes.
There's a lot of like background details in Anne Orlando that are little statues like that, and a lot of them are like just taken straight from like copyrighted works. Shit that wasn't like censored properly.
Cool.
It's like a bunch of stuff that like the moment you like look too closely, you realize, wow, this does not fit the game like at all.
Nice.
And it's There are a couple like out of bounds investigation video. There's like a lot of stuff like that on Dark Souls 1 specifically because it's by far one of the most chaotic developments of any Dark Souls game.
That
Which is
tracks.
probably why it ended up being so weird. So anyway, anything more to state before
I don't think so.
sign off?
I think we should
properly?
actually sign off now, and I should go to bed because I have to get up for work in the morning.
I don't have work in the morning, but I'm tired, so I'll sleep anyway.
That sounds awesome. So, with that, thank you very much. Anyone who's here now, anyone who watches the VOD later, any of that. I feel like I have, man, it has been so long that I've forgotten my whole, like, thing. Yeah. So with that, I feel like, God, I'm quoting like yours. Jesus.
You know mine better than your own at this point.
Yeah, I think it's just, I'll see you next time. I think it's all it was, and I'm trying to like make a more elaborate thing out of it, and that's not working.
Well, you could always remind them that the bell doesn't dismiss you, and that dismiss them that you do, and that bye.
See you next time. We'll leave you with whatever the fuck that was.
I don't know. I had no follow-up. I had no follow-up to that.